Chapter 947 The Goodwill of the Robber Clan. Please subscribe. Scared. Lin Yuan looked at Xianxia, the peak power, and wasn't surprised. Ever since the discovery of the Xianhuang's secret realm, countless ultimate powers of the 12th rank wanted to refine the secret realm, but none had succeeded to their satisfaction. They couldn't even lock down the exact coordinates of the Xianhuang's secret realm, let alone refine it? Now that he had become the master of the Xianhuang's secret realm, it would indeed shock all the ultimate powers of the 12th rank. When I entered the Xianhuang's secret realm for exploration, I fortuitously reached its deepest part. Lin Yuan casually explained a few sentences. I see. A smile appeared on the face of Xianxia, the peak power, who didn't care how Lin Yuan had refined the Xianhuang's secret realm. He was only concerned that the realm now belonged to Lin Yuan. Good. Lin Yuan, you probably don't know what the Xianhuang's secret realm actually means for our human civilization. Xianxia, the peak power, took a deep breath and spoke solemnly. Its meaning to human civilization? Lin Yuan was slightly taken aback. In his view, the ultimate powers of the 12th rank wanted to refine the Xianhuang's secret realm, guessing that there were important inheritances within, which would be crucial for their own evolutionary paths. And this was indeed the case. The 3 Dao-protecting secret skills of profound Xianhuang, let alone for those of the path-splitting realm of the 12th rank, would be of great assistance even to those at the Star-Lord realm or in the Chaos realm. But its significance to human civilization? Due to various reasons, such as to prevent the widespread dissemination of the 3 great secret techniques of profound Xianhuang and the enemy finding a way to break them, Xianhuang Majesty had left rules prohibiting their transfer to other powerhouses. Lin Yuan couldn't think of any grand significance the Xianhuang's secret realm could have for human civilization. The Xianhuang beasts within the secret realm? The Xianhuang crystals? Xianhuang crystals indeed hold not insignificant value, but for human civilization as a whole, they are merely some kind of scarce resource, not something of great significance. For human civilization, the most precious thing is the secret realm itself, said Xianxia, the peak power, looking at Lin Yuan. The realm itself? Lin Yuan pondered thoughtfully. Yes, the realm itself. Xianxia, the peak power, nodded. The Xianhuang secret realm can isolate causality and time-space. Even we, the 12th rank, cannot interfere with everything inside the realm through the barriers of the Xianhuang secret realm. Now the 12 pinnacle clans of the universe on the surface maintain a certain degree of war intensity, but undercurrents are swirling. Those alien races are constantly watching for any genius evolvers emerging from our human civilization. It's not too bad for those above the 6th rank. Even if they fall, they can be revived through their life imprint. But what about those below the 6th rank? Many evolving talents below the 6th rank, showing just a hint of rising potential, are directly cursed and killed by alien races, unable to be revived. Xianxia, the peak power, said. Indeed. Lin Yuan nodded in agreement. He had also been targeted by an alien curse killing in the past, but his identity was well concealed, and the alien race could only lock onto him over a wide area. Even so, the alien race still forcefully cursed him, but they chose the Tri-Eye clan genius among those being tested in the 7-star cave at the same time. Lin Yuan was fortunate, and with the Chicoan Star-Lord having learned from past experiences, his disciple from 10,000 years ago perished this way at the hands of the alien race. But what about the other human civilization's evolving talents? Every year, there's no telling how many evolving talents below the 6th rank die under curse killings. In the pinnacle alien races, there are specific powers at the 10th and 11th ranks who specialize in cursing the human civilization's geniuses at the 4th and 5th ranks. To curse kill the 4th and 5th ranks with the life heights of the 10th or 11th rank doesn't cost too much for the former, and any price paid can be recovered. In such a situation, even the most powerful had no solution. After all, there were only 9 supreme powers in human civilization, whose main attentions had to be on the 12th rank of the alien races. It was impossible to pay close attention to each and every evolving talent within the civilization. Moreover, human civilization never stopped attempting to assassinate key talents of other alien races. The meaning of the supreme power is? Sar the novel _fire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Lin Yuan understood what Xianxia, the peak power, wanted to say. Exactly, with the Xianhuang secret realm, we can store a sliver of the soul will of human civilization's key evolving talents below the 6th rank inside. In this way, even if they encounter curse killings, they can still survive. Xianxia, the peak power, said. The essence of life lies in the soul will. The core of the doppelganger skill is to transfer a part of the soul will into a new body. As long as the soul will remains, the flesh and soul can quickly recover. Although the pillars of our human civilization are 10th rank evolvers, 11th rank evolvers, and us of the 12th rank, all have grown from a weaker state. If the evolving talents below the 6th rank survive, our human civilization has a future, said Xianxia, the peak power, in an emotional tone. Just like Lin Yuan, who had grown from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranks. Yes. Lin Yuan nodded. For any clan, the foundation is forever the lower layer. Only when there are more at the bottom can a steady stream of middle, high, and peak levels emerge. In the ordinary clans amidst the cosmic starry skies, there are many that gather all of their resources to support a single powerful individual, but such clans lose vitality, and should anything unexpected happen to that individual, they will face disaster. Rest assured, I will set a threshold. To store a sliver of soul will in the Xianxia secret realm, a price must be paid. If some evolving talents can't pay it for the time being, then they can owe it, paying later when they can afford it, said Xianxia, the peak power, with thorough consideration. The Xianxia secret realm was Lin Yuan's private property. He certainly couldn't let others freeload. That's a minor issue. Lin Yuan shook his head, not at all concerned. He wasn't opening up the entire Xianxia secret realm, just carving out a corner to store some soul wills, which was easy for Lin Yuan. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 948, The Goodwill of the Robber Clan, Seeking Subscriptions, _2. After learning that Lin Yuan is the master of the Xianxia secret realm, even Xianxia, the Supreme, no longer insisted on Lin Yuan's true body visiting the central star domain. In terms of safety, the ancestral homeland, the sanctuary of human civilization, is certainly not as secure as the Xianxia secret realm. During the most intense battles in history between human civilization and other pinnacle races, many ancestral lands were conquered, and the central star domain became a battlefield. But the Xianxia secret realm? To date, it remains untouched. No matter how the alien races of the 12th layer have probed, they've all come back empty-handed. Lin Yuan's true body is in the Xianxia secret realm, which is definitely much safer than any location in human civilization. However, in the end, Xianxia, the Supreme, still reminded Lin Yuan to be cautious. Those alien races of the 12th layer might not make a move. After all, Lin Yuan has already fully grown, and with the protection of the Xianxia secret realm, Xianxia, the Supreme, couldn't think of any way to deal with Lin Yuan. But if those alien races of the 12th layer do make a move, it is certainly with great confidence, and that is the most dangerous. Milky Way main star. A figure appeared silently outside the main star. This is the main star of the Galaxy Master? The figure, shrouded in a black robe, did not emit a single breath and simply watched the planet below quietly. Let's go see the Galaxy Master. Remembering the mission, the figure in the black robe immediately used the star platform to enter the Milky Way main star. Now the Milky Way main star has become the core of several dozen nearby Star Alliance territories, with vast numbers of citizens from human civilization and different alien races coming and going every day. The figure in the black robe had proper paperwork and a legitimate identity, encountering no obstructions. Before long, the figure in the black robe descended upon the Milky Way main star, and soon approached the Star-Lord's Great Hall at the center of the main star. Star-Lord's Great Hall. Master, members of the robber clan want to see you, reported Hongpi and another 8th layer alien with green eyes. The robber clan? Lin Yuan opened his eyes, slightly puzzled. The robber clan is the most mysterious among the 12 pinnacle powers of the races and possess the strongest deterrent. After all, with 2 beings from the path-splitting realm at their peak, they're enough to make the scalps of the other 11 pinnacle races tingle with fear. Even if these 2 ultimate beings from the path-splitting realm cannot act normally, they are still at the peak of the path-splitting realm. Who knows what means they might have? It is for this reason. Among the 12 pinnacle powers in the universe, the position of the robber clan is the most transcendent. Interesting. Lin Yuan pondered for a moment. Let him in. Soon, the figure in the black robe entered the Star-Lord's Great Hall. Greetings to the Galaxy Master, said the figure in the black robe with great respect, bowing to Lin Yuan. As he spoke, the figure in the black robe carefully stole a glance at Lin Yuan and noticed a young man sitting cross-legged in the distance. At that moment, The young man was holding an ethereal book. The book was hazy, and there seemed to be a force shielding it. Just looking at the book itself made the figure in the black robe tremble within. Is this the Galaxy Master? The figure in the black robe felt nervous. Though an 11th layer entity from the robber clan, facing Lin Yuan, also an 11th layer being, he strangely felt like he was facing the ultimate ancestor of his own clan. What business does the robber clan have sending you sneaking over here? Lin Yuan's ethereal book dissipated, and he glanced at the black robe the figure was wearing. This black robe was a rare piece of space-time treasure capable of insulating any aura, invisible even to ultimate entities of the 12th layer unless they observed very closely. Lin Yuan, with his 7th realm understanding of space-time, saw through the use of the black robe and was curious about the figure's covert arrival. The fact that he came with such caution, he definitely did not want others to know. Probably even the supreme beings of human civilization were unaware that an 11th layer entity from the robber clan had come to the Milky Way main star. To answer the Galaxy Master, the ancestor sent me here to tell you something. The figure in the black robe steadied himself and spoke rapidly. The Jianghu clan, insect race, prison tribe, and other 12th layer entities plan to join forces using that strange blood to act against you, Galaxy Master. Strange blood? A thought crossed Lin Yuan's mind, immediately linking it to the mysterious creature that fell into the cosmos from its inception. This was an incident not involved with the supreme beings of human civilization, as human civilization hadn't been born at that time. They only knew of the dreadfulness of that mysterious creature through some records. The myriad transformation queen of the insect race has obtained a drop of blood from that bizarre creature? Lin Yuan mused thoughtfully. Indeed, the figure in the black robe said, that drop of bizarre blood is the source of chaotic contamination, and lethal to any being below the 12th layer. The Galaxy Master must be extremely careful. The figure in the black robe immediately added. He then laid out the entire plan of the 12th layer beings from different races. There might be variations, but the core point, the drop of bizarre blood, remains unchanged, and it is one of the few treasures that can affect the true form of the Galaxy Master. Lin Yuan listened quietly. In fact, he was not worried at all. The beings from the insect race and other races at the 12th layer believed that the drop of bizarre blood could counter Lin Yuan, based on the strength he had shown on the colossal battlefield. But now, after his trip to the immortal realm, Lin Yuan's strength had improved so much that it was no less than a normal ultimate 12th layer being. More precisely, after obtaining the treasure of Zhongwei Yang, a peak existence in the Dominator realm, Lin Yuan's combat power would likely exceed the ordinary ultimate 12th layer being, approaching the level of the myriad transformation queen and the Shenyuan supreme. That drop of blood from the bizarre creature was indeed terrifying, but it clearly could not deal with a 12th layer being. Otherwise, the myriad transformation queen would not have kept it in use all these years. The key issue is that to unleash the effect of that drop of bizarre blood, one must completely suppress a certain incarnated division of Lin Yuan, but this is absolutely impossible. With Lin Yuan's current mental will and soul strength, even a Dominator realm powerhouse cannot suppress him so quickly and thoroughly without allowing him any chance to react. Why does your robber clan want to tell me this? Lin Yuan's thoughts spread out, and finally, he glanced at the figure in the black robe. Lin Yuan himself knew his capabilities, but why would the robber clan reveal this secret willingly? Our ancestor did not say. The figure in the black robe spoke softly. He was also puzzled as to why the ancestor asked him to come here, but in the robber clan, the ancestor's word was law. Anything the ancestor said had to be obeyed. Understood. Lin Yuan waved his hand. Search * the novel fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The figure in the black robe immediately retreated. It seems I can no longer stay on the Milky Way main star, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Although the scheming of the 12th layer beings from different races posed no threat to Lin Yuan, if a group of ultimate 12th layer beings were really to join forces and attack, the collateral damages from the battle would pose no problem to Lin Yuan himself. But what about the Milky Way main star? And the surrounding life planets? Their fate would surely be dire. The fighting between ultimate 12th layer beings could result in destruction on a galactic scale. Naturally, Lin Yuan had to consider the countless citizens on the Milky Way main star. The beings from different races at the 12th layer will use causality to locate my position, but if my primordial spirit's incarnations are not on the Milky Way main star, they won't target it specifically, Lin Yuan thought to himself. He cares about the countless citizens on the main star, but the beings from the other races at the 12th layer do not. And human civilization has its supreme beings as well. If the beings from different races slaughter a star domain today, Tomorrow they may face retaliation tenfold from the supreme beings of human civilization. Next, my two primordial spirits and many incarnations will move mostly within the desolate star domain, Lin Yuan decided in his mind. Of course, during this time, Lin Yuan will use rule perception to conceal the causality of his incarnations. With his current understanding of rules, even ultimate 12th layer beings would have a hard time pinning down his exact location. As for hiding all of his primordial spirits' incarnations in the Xianhuang secret realm, although the Xianhuang secret realm could isolate causality and spacetime, one also cannot sense rule fluctuations within it. Lin Yuan is naturally unwilling to contact the other 12th layer beings, but that doesn't mean he's afraid of them. With the speed of transformation of the world within me, I will reach the pinnacle in at most 100 years, and then I can strive for the ultimate, Lin Yuan thought to himself. If within 100 years, those beings from the other races fortuitously find one of Lin Yuan's incarnations through their causal connection, then Lin Yuan doesn't mind playing along with them. If they fail to lock onto him, after 100 years, Lin Yuan will directly attempt to reach ultimate power and step into the 12th layer. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 949. A Century of Time. Please subscribe. Robber Clan Territory. The figure in the black robe swiftly returned after leaving the Milky Way main star. The black robe he wore, bestowed by the ancestor, could conceal all traces of aura. Unless one was deliberately scrutinizing, even the ultimate beings of the 12th tier might overlook it inadvertently. At the deepest part of the territory, there was a secret realm. The figure in the black robe arrived at this place. How did the matters go? Just then, a voice quietly reached his ears. Ancestor, I have informed the Galaxy Master of everything. The figure in the black robe immediately replied respectfully. That's good, said the ultimate being of Robber Clan. Ancestor, I don't quite understand. The figure in the black robe thought for a moment and couldn't help saying, the 12th tier peak forces of those pinnacle clans are joining hands against the Galaxy Master. Wouldn't it be fine if we just stayed out of it? Why do we need to proactively inform the Galaxy Master? This was the most perplexing part for the figure in the black robe. The potential of the Galaxy Master was unquestionable. In this situation, the Robber Clan not joining the conspiracy against the Galaxy Master could be barely understood as disdain for action. But to directly snitch to the Galaxy Master? What was the reason for that? Knowing that if the Galaxy Master died prematurely, or failed in striving for the ultimate tier, it would benefit the Robber Clan, at least by having one less peak contender in the path-splitting realm in the future. Do you think the Galaxy Master is that easy to deal with? The ultimate being of Robber Clan said casually. Isn't he? The figure in the black robe was a bit confused. More than 10 ultimate 12th tier beings were planning together, even daring to use that bizarre blood. With such a large lineup, even if they couldn't completely kill the Galaxy Master, they would definitely cause significant impact. You don't understand. Don't mention this matter to anyone else. The ultimate being of Robber Clan, too lazy to explain further, ended the conversation with that sentence. Yes. The figure in the black robe immediately bowed his head. The location of mystic unknowability. A plain wooden hut stood there. A figure sat in front of the hut, with a deep gaze, looking through layers upon layers of space-time. Do you think the gaze that spied here not long ago came from that youngling of the Galaxy Master? At that moment, a voice came out from inside the hut. The ultimate being of Robber Clan outside the hut spoke. How is that possible? The voice inside the hut was incredulous. To spy on this place, at least the peak comprehension of 6th realm of spacetime is needed, and it must be facilitated by a spacetime treasure, yet the Galaxy Master is only 11th tier, how could he? Don't forget, there are so many rule models in the Martial Tao 11th tier chapter. The ultimate being of Robber Clan outside the hut said. Those rule models, we haven't seen them ourselves and can't prove the extent of rule comprehension the Galaxy Master has achieved. The figure inside the hut still somewhat disbelieved. In the Martial Tao 11th tier chapter, which contains many rule models, the 9 strongest of human civilization have seen them and confirmed Lin Yuan's rule comprehension surpasses theirs. But other alien races of the 12th tier have not seen them personally, so they can't judge the Galaxy Master's rule comprehension. Peak comprehension of the 6th realm of spacetime isn't so easily reached. For so many years, not a single 12th tier being has touched it, and it seems to have appeared before the birth of the Martial Tao 11th tier chapter? The ultimate being of Robber Clan outside the hut smiled. I don't think it's such a coincidence. If the Galaxy Master truly has the peak comprehension of 6th realm of spacetime, then those 12th tiers simply couldn't suppress him, let alone influence him with that bizarre blood. Providing this intelligence to the Galaxy Master in advance only benefits us, with no loss. The ultimate being of robber clan outside the hut said leisurely. To suppress the Galaxy Master, he must be locked in the spacetime domain, but the Galaxy Master possesses peak comprehension of the 6th realm of spacetime, losing the premise of spacetime lockdown. If unable to lock down, the Galaxy Master would have the ability to disperse into incarnations at a thought. Thus the bizarre blood also couldn't take effect. Shen Huang's secret realm. Lin Yuan sat cross-legged. Having ended the 11th traversal for such a long time, I haven't visited the demon jade space yet. Lin Yuan suddenly thought. He was quite curious about the rewards of the 7th layer of the demonic jade space Black Tower. With that thought, Lin Yuan moved his mind. Suddenly, from the Taiyang divine spirit walking in the cosmic starry skies, a strand of soul will descended instantly into the demon jade space. Buzz! The demon jade space was as quiet as ever, with Lin Yuan appearing directly in front of the 9-story Black Tower. As a remaining member of the Moyu Tower sequence, Lin Yuan possessed high authorization in this space, and could appear at any position at will. The 7th layer? Lin Yuan looked towards the towering Black Tower not far away. Before the 11th traversal, he had tried to challenge the 7th layer of the Black Tower, but ultimately failed. The comprehension at the 6th realm of spacetime is indeed a domain of the 12th tier path-splitting realm, but Lin Yuan is ultimately not a real 12th tier of path-splitting realm, and the 7th layer of the Black Tower? Only those in the 12th tier path-splitting realm may have a hope of passing. It's a hope, not all 12th tier path-splitting realm beings could pass. Therefore, Lin Yuan eventually stopped at the final section of the Black Tower's 7th layer. Planning to try the 7th layer again? Statue Shenji looked at Lin Yuan with a smile. Yes. Lin Yuan nodded. In fact, what Lin Yuan intended to try was not the 7th layer, but the 8th layer. Spacetime 7th realm, coupled with chaos rule, Lin Yuan had no doubt about his ability to pass through the Black Tower's 7th layer. Let's start then. Statue Shenji did not say much. He also wanted to see how Lin Yuan would overcome the 7th layer. To know, the 9-layer Black Tower established by the demonic Jade Tower Master. Only some of those in the path-splitting realm could pass the 7th layer. Lin Yuan was now only 11th tier, logically speaking should not even be able to touch the 7th layer, yet he forcefully passed much of the 7th layer. Alright. Lin Yuan directly appeared at the start of the 7th layer of the Black Tower. Too simple. Lin Yuan saw through the entire 7th layer in a glance, the various spatial temporal mazes and barriers. At this moment in the eyes of Lin Yuan, who had already reached the spacetime 7th realm, seemed as simple as child's play. Swoosh! Lin Yuan took 9 consecutive steps. Each step spanned a great distance across the 7th floor of the Black Tower, until the 9th step landed him at the end point of the 7th floor. What? Outside the 9-story Black Tower, the statue Shenji was somewhat stunned. He had planned to watch Lin Yuan navigate through the numerous spatial temporal mazes of the 7th floor, but Lin ended up stopping at the last segment of the path. Sar the novel Ire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Did Lin Yuan directly reach the end point? The statue couldn't understand. Unless he confirmed that Lin Yuan had started his challenge, he would suspect that Lin might have used the privileges of a sequence member to directly appear at the 7th floor end point. Is it the comprehension of the space-time 7th realm? The statue reviewed repeatedly and finally confirmed it. To pass the 7th floor of the Black Tower, the requirement on the space-time rules is to be at the peak of the 6th realm or close to it. But Lin Yuan reached the endpoint in just a few steps, which only indicates one thing. That is, Lin Yuan's comprehension of space-time far exceeds the peak of the 6th realm. That is to say, he has reached the space-time 7th realm domain. This made the statue Shenji feel as though he was in a dream. Lin Yuan once again descending into the demon jade space. In fact, the statue Shenji was already psychologically prepared for Lin Yuan to pass through the 7th floor. After all, that was how he got past the previous 6 floors. But at most, the statue thought Lin Yuan's space-time comprehension could reach the peak of the 6th realm, and the 7th realm? The Moyu Tower Master's space-time comprehension is only at the 9th realm. Lin Yuan, with only an 11th tier life form, having 6th realm space-time comprehension was already unbelievably exaggerated. 7th realm? Whoosh! The statue Xianxia's figure appeared at the 7th floor endpoint. Congratulations! The statue Xinji looked at Lin Yuan with a complex expression. I want to try the 8th floor, Lin Yuan said. No problem. The statue Xinji thought for a moment, without saying anything else. If it were any other Demon Jade Tower member, even if they were 12th tier path-splitting realm, the statue Xinji would have advised them. The 7th floor of the Black Tower is only hopeful for those at the path-splitting realm, while the 8th floor can only be traversed by those at the peak of dominant realm. As for the 9th floor of the Black Tower, that is the peak of the Chaos realm. Those who can traverse the 9th floor of the Black Tower, even if not up to the Chaos Great Saint, are not far off. Just Lin Yuan? The statue Xinji felt it's best not to say too much. Whoosh! Lin Yuan immediately entered the 8th floor of the Black Tower. The statue Xinji immediately started watching. The 8th floor of the Black Tower was filled with infinite space-time whirlpools. Observing carefully for a while, Lin Yuan, with his space-time 7th realm comprehension, easily crossed most of it. The latter part. Lin Yuan looked towards the latter part of the path, where the space-time whirlpools were even denser. Even with the comprehension of space-time 7th realm, it was difficult to cross. Still, the essence of life is somewhat weak, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Although the 8th floor of the Black Tower doesn't test the essence of life, Lin Yuan still realized the gap between his essence of life and those at the peak of dominant realm. Chaos. With a slight movement of Lin Yuan's mind, chaos chi immediately surged from the depths of the void, rapidly forming a figure that enhanced Lin Yuan's avatar of will, temporarily elevating the essence of life. Chaos chi. Is this the chaos rule? Watching from the 7th floor, the statue Xinji fell into silence again. What did he see? Chaos rule? If it were during the prime of the Demon Jade Tower, seeing the chaos rule wouldn't be anything strange. But now, chaos rule? And seen in an 11th tier life form? The statue Xinji felt his understanding shattering. Rumble rumble. With the aid of chaos chi, Lin Yuan advanced unstoppable through the 8th floor of the Black Tower, until he reached the last fraction of the path. Here. Lin Yuan stopped, observing carefully. If the essence of life were stronger, I should have passed. Lin Yuan slightly shook his head, disappearing on the spot. The 8th floor of the Black Tower had very low requirements for the essence of life. Practically any figure in the dominant realm could meet it. But Lin Yuan was still just 11th tier. Perhaps even the demonic Jade Tower master himself never thought that one day an 11th tier challenger would arrive at the 8th floor of the 9-layered Black Tower. The 7th floor of the Black Tower. Lin Yuan's figure appeared. Regrettably, I did not make it through. Lin Yuan sighed. The statue Xinji had a stiff expression. An 11th tier being almost passed through the 8th floor of the Black Tower? And still feeling regret? The statue Xinji didn't know how to respond to Lin Yuan's words. This is the reward list for passing the 7th floor. The statue Xinji steadied himself and began to speak. Let me have a look. Lin Yuan's eyes lit up, and he immediately started browsing it. The reward list for the 7th floor of the Black Tower mainly consisted of treasures and secret techniques of the dominant realm. After careful selection, Lin Yuan finally chose a secret technique called Abyssal Eye. This technique was not a physical attack nor a soul attack technique, but a mental will attack technique. With Lin Yuan's current mental strength, activating Abyssal Eye would significantly affect even other 12th tier ultimates. Following this, Lin Yuan's various avatars walked all over different parts of the cosmos as well as the Chaos Void, comprehending different rule fluctuations. Additionally, Lin Yuan was also pondering how to traverse the 8th floor of the Black Tower. He was only a hair's breadth away from the endpoint and could step over it at any moment. Time passed. In the blink of an eye, 100 years had passed. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 950. Covert Cultivation on the Chaos Continent. Please subscribe. In the emptiness, amidst the chaos, a figure emerged and descended. I've arrived. Lin Yuan carefully observed the vast continent floating in the distance. Its size tens of times that of his home universe. An infinite aura radiated from the continent, spreading in all directions into the far reaches of the Chaos Void. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent? A smile appeared on Lin Yuan's face. This continent was the Chaos Continent closest to his home universe. 100 years had passed in the universe, but only 4 months in the Chaos Void. 3 months ago, as Lin Yuan roamed aimlessly through the chaos void, he inadvertently discovered the aura emanating from the ancient Ming Chaos continent. After 3 months of travel, Lin Yuan finally arrived. The closer he got to the ancient Ming Chaos continent, the more frequently Lin Yuan encountered other powerful beings, and through interactions with these beings, he gained intelligence about the continent. Information left by the peak master of the realm, Song Wei-yang, also included an introduction to the ancient Ming Chaos continent. Not bad luck. Lin Yuan felt pleased. The ancient Ming Chaos continent was on the edge of the map given by the predecessor, Song Wei-yang. A little further, and it would have been beyond the recorded range of the map. The chaos void was boundless. Even the chaos great saints could not reach its edge, let alone those in the master realm. Now, from my home universe. Lin Yuan glanced backwards. With his current understanding of time and space, each breath could take him beyond the range of a home universe. Even so, he had been on the move tirelessly for more than 3 months. One could imagine just how far the ancient Ming Chaos continent was from his home universe. Of course, the word far here is only relative to Lin Yuan. For those in the Master Realm, it might take just a few hours to cross, and for those in the Chaos Realm, a mere thought would suffice. The 3 tiers of the 12th Order: Path Splitting, Master, and Chaos. Each tier was like an insurmountable gulf. It is said that surpassing the Chaos Realm would bring one close to becoming a perfect time being, possessing some of the characteristics of perfect time beings. The connection between my true Bodhi's primordial spirit and my avatar is reaching its limit, Lin Yuan thought to himself. In the home universe, the ultimate doors of the 6th realm of time and space insight allow avatars to linger near the universe, but not for long, as they will be eroded and collapse under the influence of chaos chi. Lin Yuan's perception had reached the 7th realm, extending his avatar's connection range far beyond that of the 6th realm, but even so, there was a limit. But Lin Yuan was in luck. Before reaching the limit, he discovered the ancient Ming Chaos continent, or rather, the ancient Ming Chaos continent happened to be within the range where his true Bodhi's primordial spirit could maintain contact with the avatar. The ruler of the ancient Ming Chaos continent. Information about the ancient Ming Chaos continent flashed through Lin Yuan's mind. To be eligible to be called a Chaos continent, one must certainly be backed by a Chaos Venerable. And behind the ancient Ming Chaos continent, the Chaos Venerable was none other than Ancient Ming, with the entire continent named after him. The ancient Ming Venerable valued fairness greatly. The ancient Ming Chaos continent he founded was bustling with trade, attracting powerful beings from nearby Chaos Void and even other Chaos continents to come and trade. During the lifetime of the predecessor Song Wei-yang, the ancient Ming Venerable was already a renowned Chaos Venerable. Now, several cosmic eras have passed since the predecessor's death, and the ancient Ming Venerable is still here. Lin Yuan felt quite emotional. Normally, it is very, very difficult for a Chaos Venerable to die. The Moyu Tower Master and Xianxia disappeared mysteriously, and it's not certain whether they are dead. And even if they are dead, it's not necessarily due to being killed. Let's go inside. Lin Yuan continued to approach the vast Chaos continent in the distance. The ancient Ming Chaos continent was covered by a grand formation, with 33 entrances and exits around. The entrance that Lin Yuan chose was the nearest one. To enter the ancient Ming Chaos continent, you need to pay 10 Chaos Stones, a mental fluctuation transmitted to Lin Yuan's ear at the entrance. Understood. Lin Yuan nodded. The ancient Ming Chaos continent prohibited fighting, making it incredibly safe. Search * the novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Since it's safe, naturally, there's a fee to pay. Compared to the perilous Chaos Void, the ancient Ming Chaos continent at least offered order and safety. Rustling. Lin Yuan took out 10 Chaos Stones. He had obtained quite a few Chaos Stones from the cave dwelling of the peak master of the realm, Song Wei-yang, though most were sent back to his home universe. But the avatar still carried some, precisely for the scene in front of him. With the information left by the predecessor, Song Wei-yang, Lin Yuan was very clear about many of the rules in the Chaos Void. At that moment, Lin Yuan looked up to see several figures descending. These figures, likely from the same tribe, paused at the entrance. Finally, they took out several 12-order weapons to meet the fee for entering the ancient Ming Chaos continent. To enter the ancient Ming Chaos continent, one must pay 10 Chaos Stones, or equivalent treasures could be used to offset the cost. However, most powerful beings would choose Chaos Stones. Using other treasures? They would pay a premium, as the ancient Ming Chaos Continent would calculate it at the lowest price. Those few powerful beings must be 12th-order path-splitting realm beings who have just stepped out of a universe, Lin Yuan speculated internally. The Chaos Void fostered countless universes, every moment bringing the annihilation of universes and tiding over of 12th-order path-splitting realm beings through the cataclysmic tribulation. For the 12th-order path-splitting realm beings within the universe, surviving the cataclysmic tribulation meant officially stepping into the Chaos Void. With good luck, they might find the nearest Chaos Continent to settle down on. Bad luck. Drifting long in the Chaos Void might lead to various dangers and death. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 951. Covert Cultivation on the Chaos Continent. Please subscribe. _2 The second layer of the path-splitting realm within the universe is almost impossible to die, and that is because of the cosmic protection, the mass of the universe, equivalent to a powerful being in the Chaos realm. It shields against the majority of threats. Without the cosmic protection, coupled with bad luck, beings of the second layer of the path-splitting realm are often in danger. There are many powerful entities in the Chaos Void who specifically target those universes on the brink of collapse, aiming to kill those who have survived the cataclysm of the second layer of the path-splitting realm. Those who can endure the catastrophic calamity of the universe are some of the most powerful beings within the universe, and they certainly carry most of the universe's wealth with them. Moreover, without having entered the Chaos Void and merely possessing the realm of the second layer of the path-splitting realm, their combat prowess is certainly weaker than that of those in the Chaos Void of the same stage, carrying a large amount of wealth and being weak in strength. Such fat sheep naturally attract the attention of numerous powerful entities. In the Chaos Void, except for places like the Chaos Continent, other regions have no order whatsoever, operating on the principle of the survival of the fittest. The cataclysmic disaster. Lin Yuan's expression turned a bit solemn. The great catastrophe of the universe is aimed at all life within the universe. When the universe collapses, and the river of time breaks down, all life will die. Only those of the second layer who have transcended the river of time have a chance to survive it. But it is only a chance, as during the great collapse of the universe, many rules will collapse, which are also fatal to those of the second layer, and in the end, only a small fraction of those of the second layer will successfully exit the universe and enter the Chaos Void. What about those lives below the second layer? There is only one way to survive. That is, to imprint the essence of one's life from the river of time within the universe into the river of time within the universe inside a second layer ultimate. When the universe collapses and the river of time disintegrates, any life within it is bound to die because their life essence imprint is also within the river of time. As long as the life essence imprint is transferred to the river of time within a second layer ultimate. After enduring the colossal catastrophe of the universe, the countless beings within the universe inside the second layer ultimate can naturally survive as well. Of course. Even if those at the second layer have this ability, they will not transfer too many beings from within their universe into their own. Because the more beings from their universe they carry, the more they will attract the attention of the universal consciousness, and the greater and more terrifying pressure they will endure during the cataclysm. Search * the novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The Great Catastrophe, 99. 9% of the citizens of my human civilization will die, thought Lin Yuan silently. In reality, 99. 9% is already quite a favorable estimate, as the number of beings that can enter the universe inside a second layer ultimate is at most 1 in a million, or at best 1 in 10 million. Moreover, the majority within the second layer ultimate will also fall during the colossal catastrophe of the universe, making the number of survivors even fewer. Forget it. Thinking about this now is too far off. Lin Yuan reined in his thoughts. His home universe was still very young, and if nothing went wrong, it was an extraordinarily long distance away from the great catastrophe of the universe. Before long, Lin Yuan entered the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent has 9 cities, which are the convergence point for all foreign life forms. As for outside the cities, it's also covered with many formations, which are the cultivation grounds of the ancient Ming Venerable, forbidden for any external powerful beings to enter without permission. That is. Lin Yuan gazed towards the center of the continent. There stood a black peak exuding terrifying aura in all directions. This black peak was filled with dark chaos energy, enough to make ordinary sovereign realm powerhouses tremble in fear. That is one of the horns of the chaos dragon beast subdued by the ancient Ming Venerable, Lin Yuan thought to himself. As a Chaos Venerable, the ancient Ming Venerable traveled through the Chaos Void in his early years and subdued a Chaos Dragon Beast, which possesses almost the strength of the Chaos Realm. The peak that stands at the center of the Chaos Continent now is just one stray horn of the Chaos Dragon Beast, while the true body of the Chaos Dragon Beast lies in a deep slumber within the depths of the Chaotic Continent. A Chaos Dragon Beast with combat prowess comparable to the Chaos Realm. Lin Yuan withdrew his gaze. The trade prosperity of the ancient Ming Chaos Continent is not unrelated to this Chaos Dragon Beast. No matter who it is, even peak sovereign realm powerhouses, upon seeing that daunting horn piercing the sky, would feel their scalps tingle and dare not cause trouble on the Chaos Continent. Whether a Chaos Continent prospers is not strongly related to the strength of its Chaos Venerables. No matter how strong you are, if the order on your Chaos Continent is in disarray, other mighty beings will be reluctant to trade there. If they can't afford to provoke you, can't they still avoid you? Ancient Ming Venerable believes in fairness, and since the dawn of the cosmic era, no ill fame has spread, attracting many beings from the path-splitting realm and dominator realm, who enjoy trading and cultivating in seclusion on the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. Lin Yuan entered Mingchuan City, one of the 9 main cities on the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. The city is vast, divided into many areas, such as the trading sector, residential sector, and so on. Many shops in the trading area are backed by dominator realm beings, whose influence is limited to the ancient Ming Chaos Continent or, more likely, just Mingchuan City. Lin Yuan glanced around and then looked deeper into the city. There sat majestic buildings, each backed by various forces originating from other Chaos Continents, supported by beings from the Chaos Realm. Compared to the many private shops of dominator realm beings, these large stores have a better reputation, and of course, their prices are also higher. 10,000 Paths Pavilion? Lin Yuan looked towards the deepest building, one of the pavilions, shrouded in mist, unfathomable. The 10,000 Paths Pavilion does not trade in treasures and materials, but in evolutionary pathways. To ascend to the 12th layer, one must reach the end of an evolutionary path, and this path must not have an existence in the 12th layer already. The Chaos Void is vast and boundless. To perfect a completely new evolutionary path on one's own strength, from nothing to something, and ultimately step into the 12th layer of life, is extremely rare. The vast majority of beings of the 12th layer have tread paths that already existed. An evolutionary path leading to the 12th layer requires immense determination and opportunities to create for beings below the 12th layer. But for the many Chaos Realm beings, perhaps just one session of secluded cultivation and exploration of hundreds or thousands of paths could reveal hundreds or thousands of 12th layer evolutionary paths. The Tao is endless. Any evolutionary path has the potential to advance to the 12th layer. It's just a matter of likelihood, but as Chaos Realm beings meditate in seclusion, observing the essence of the Tao, many evolutionary paths will emerge, and some Chaos Realm beings will record these paths and eventually refine them. There are levels to evolutionary paths as well. Some have the potential to step into the Dominator or even the Chaos. Lin Yuan thought silently. He wasn't particularly interested in the evolutionary paths sold by the 10,000 Paths Pavilion. Any path must be suitable for oneself and, naturally, as his own creation, the Martial Tao evolutionary path was a perfect fit for him. Since the 10,000 Paths Pavilion dares to trade evolutionary paths, the being behind it must be unimaginable. According to much intelligence left by the peak dominator realm being, Song Wei Yang, the 10,000 Paths Pavilion is definitely an entity not to be provoked. Even in the era of Xian Huang and the Moyu Tower Master, these 2 Chaos Great Saints were extremely wary of the 10,000 Paths Pavilion. 10,000 Paths Pavilion, could it be the layout of a being close to a perfect time being? Lin Yuan recalled Zuan Huang's description of the 10,000 Paths Pavilion, one of the rare instances when his tone was serious. Lin Yuan has no intention of dealing with the 10,000 Paths Pavilion for now. After entering Mingchuan City, his goal is to settle down here. The Chaos Void is too dangerous. Over the past 4 months, Lin Yuan has nearly experienced a life-threatening danger, and if not for his insight into the 7th realm of spacetime, he probably would have ended his journey in the Chaos Void by now. Regular residence in Mingchuan City has many benefits. First and foremost is safety, and secondly, the trading here is extremely prosperous, so Lin Yuan can trade for the treasures and materials he desires. Explore the Chaos Void? Acquire treasures and adventures? For Lin Yuan, who is still alive at the 11th layer, that is still too much of a stretch. Previously, he got the abode of the peak dominator realm being Song Wei Yang purely out of good luck. But luck cannot continue indefinitely. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 952. Striking the Ultimate? Please subscribe. The incarnation has finally settled down. In his homeland universe, within the Xianxia secret realm, Lin Yuan opened his eyes, a smile appearing on his face. The stronghold of the peak master of the ruling realm, Song Wei-yang, brought substantial gains to Lin Yuan. Thus he urgently needed a place to digest these gains, and the ancient Ming Chaos continent seemed just right. First, let the incarnation familiarize itself there, and when it steps into the 12th level, it'll bring all the unnecessary resources and treasures for trade, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Without reaching the 12th level, Lin Yuan dares not let his incarnation carry two valuable treasures out of the universe. And trading, compared to killing for treasure, Lin Yuan preferred fair trade, as it was safest. Lin Yuan is not one of those at the 12th level of the path-splitting realm with an uncertain future. With his against heaven's understanding, what he lacks the most is a safe environment for growth. The world within me now. Lin Yuan sent a sliver of consciousness into his inner world. Compared to 100 years ago, his internal world has now expanded several times, reaching an astonishing 11 light-years in range. 11 light-years in range. Compared to the ordinary level 11 perfect lives tens of millions to hundreds of millions of light-years, Lin Yuan's internal world is billions of times theirs. My current internal world, physical body, soul, etc., have all reached their limits. I've nearly absorbed all the transformations brought by the Chaos Rule, Lin Yuan thought. Despite having deduced the Chaos Rule, it's ultimately incomparable to the essential leap of life. The absorption and immersion of the Chaos Void origin energy in his internal world is ultimately limited. Even in the boundless Chaos Void, I must be among the strongest of the 11th level, right? Lin Yuan felt the vast and immeasurable energy within him and thought. Lin Yuan was unclear about the era the Chaos Void was currently in, but in the era of Xianxia and the Moyu Tower Master, he had never heard of anyone at the 11th level stronger than himself. Indeed, the Chaos Void has countless opportunities. Instances have occurred where 11-level lives challenged those at the 12th level. These were always through the aid of various external forces and factors. Compared to them, Lin Yuan, who solely relied on himself to reach a level comparable or even superior to the usual path-splitting realm. It's not an exaggeration to consider him unique in the Chaos Void. In these 100 years, the pathway of the 12th level of the martial Tao has been almost perfected. Lin Yuan's thoughts fluctuated. To strive for the ultimate and step into the 12th level of the path-splitting realm, one naturally needs to perfect it. Actually, as early as 100 years ago, Lin Yuan had already perfected the initial phase of this realm. Even then, stepping directly into the 12th level would not have been a problem. But while waiting for his own transformation, Lin Yuan took the opportunity to perfect the entire realm. Before challenging the ultimate, first see if I can pass the 8th floor of the Black Tower, Lin Yuan was moved. 100 years ago, Lin Yuan easily passed through the 7th floor of the Black Tower but stopped at the final stretch of the 8th floor. At that time, Lin Yuan realized the deficiency in his life essence. After all, he was only a level 11 life. But now, as his internal world explosively expanded several times over, Lin Yuan's life essence naturally rose significantly as well. Even though still not comparable to the life of the ruling realm, having deduced the Chaos Rule, he surpassed most of the peak masters of the ruling realm. Thinking this, Lin Yuan directly descended into the Demon Jade space. The rules set by the Moyu Tower Master dictated that rewards obtained by tower challengers depended on their performance during the climb. Therefore, if Lin Yuan chose to pass the 8th floor at the 11th level, the benefits he'd receive would naturally be much greater than doing so after stepping into the 12th level. CTH Novelfire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Even for a 12th level of the path-splitting realm to pass the 8th floor, it's extremely against heaven. The Demon Jade Space. The 9-floored Black Tower. Lin Yuan's figure descended. You've come. The statue Shenji came out, his gaze towards Lin Yuan filled with emotions. He had never imagined that he would encounter such an abnormal monster. Compared to Lin Yuan, even being a chaos great saint like the Moyu Tower Master seems average. I'll try the 8th floor. Lin Yuan spoke in a gentle tone. Okay. The statue Shenji nodded. He then cleared the path leading to the 8th floor of the Black Tower. Whoosh. Lin Yuan entered the 8th floor of the Black Tower. The statue Shenji immediately began to observe. This time in the 8th floor, Lin Yuan didn't hesitate and directly utilized the chaos chi to strengthen himself. He arrived at the final stage of the 8th floor. "Break for me!" Lin Yuan lowly shouted. His greatly increased life essence finally allowed him to cross over and step into the end of the 8th floor. Passed. Lin Yuan felt a slight relief in his heart. At this moment, he had reached his own limit state. If he couldn't pass the 8th floor of the Black Tower now, he'd probably have to wait until he stepped into the 12th level of the path-splitting realm to try again. Congratulations! You are the 142nd member of my Demon Jade Tower to pass the 8th floor. The statue Xianxia appeared and spoke. The 142nd? Lin Yuan was slightly stunned. Only 142? It's quite a lot already, the statue Xianxia sighed. Those who can pass the 8th floor of the Black Tower are generally at the peak of the ruling realm. In its heyday, the Demon Jade Tower had 141 peak ruling realm masters, along with several Chaos Realm beings, and seated with the Chaos Great Saint as the Moyu Tower Master, it was considered extremely strong. In reality, by the Chaos Realm, very few would submit to any Chaos Great Saint. Chaos Venerables could completely establish a Chaos continent of their own, roaming freely. Why follow a Chaos Great Saint? Protection? With the strength of a Chaos Venerable, it's hard to die as long as one doesn't court death. Even a Chaos Great Saint would find it very difficult to completely kill a Chaos Venerable. The numerous life-saving methods of a Chaos Venerable should not be underestimated. Guidance? From a Chaos Venerable to a Chaos Great Saint, one can only rely on oneself. Seeking refuge with a Chaos Great Saint hardly aids one's own breakthrough into the Great Saint's domain. The Chaos Dragon Beast subdued by Ancient Ming Venerable in the Chaos Continent of Ancient Ming only compares closely to a Chaos Venerable, not equivalent to one. That's quite a lot. Lin Yuan thought for a moment and still felt he had underestimated himself. Now, setting other aspects aside, he is already above the vast majority of the pinnacle masters in the domain of rules. Even during the peak period of the Magic Jade Tower, he could be ranked within the top 200. This is the reward list for passing the 8th level. Statue Shenji waved his hand, and a light screen appeared in front of Lin Yuan. The list enumerated treasures from the Chaos Realm of the highest order. Normally, the rewards for passing the 8th level of the Black Tower are supreme treasures of the Master Realm, with occasionally 1 or 2 Chaos Realm treasures. But Lin Yuan passed as a level 11, and now the treasures listed by the statue Shenji are the most precious batch in the entire 9-story Black Tower. Normal members of the Magic Jade Tower, even if they surpass the 9th level, won't get to choose these treasures. Only those Chaos Venerables who pass the 9th level with a particularly against heaven's demeanor and have hopes of becoming Chaos Great Saints, get the treatment that Lin Yuan has now merely by passing the 8th level. So many treasures! Lin Yuan was inwardly shocked. The Chaos Realm secret treasure left by the Peak Master, Song Weiyang, didn't even qualify to be at the bottom of this reward list. For Chaos Venerables, Chaos Realm secret treasures are not considered precious. Many of them are simply crafted by Chaos Venerables casually. Otherwise, Song Weiyang wouldn't have had 3 Chaos Realm secret treasures on him. Of course, for those in the path-splitting and Master Realms, a Chaos Realm secret treasure weapon is still extremely precious. Which one should I choose? Lin Yuan was somewhat troubled for a moment. First, eliminate the weapon secret treasures. The weapon secret treasures on the reward list are all top-tier Chaos Realm weapon secret treasures, which, even if Lin Yuan advances to level 12, he wouldn't be able to refine and wield for a long time. Unable to refine or use, no matter how precious, they're somewhat impractical. Forget it, I'll choose when I step into level 12. Lin Yuan thought for a moment, currently being only level 11, if he rushed a choice and it ended up not being useful once reaching level 12, it would be a loss. Anyway, he is not lacking anything at the moment, so there's no need to make an immediate choice. I'll wait and choose later. Lin Yuan looked towards Statue Shenji and spoke. No problem. Statue Shenji nodded. Next, I want to check out the 9th level. Lin Yuan raised his head looking towards the 9th level of the Black Tower. This is also the final level of the Black Tower. Passing the 9th level generally means one possesses the peak strength of the Chaos Realm, not far from becoming a Chaos Great Saint. Go ahead. Statue Shenji showed a slightly strange expression but still nodded. The next moment, Lin Yuan arrived at the 9th level of the Black Tower. There were no pressures here, nor any rule tests. The entire 9th level was empty, nothing at all, which surprised Lin Yuan. What's the standard for passing the 9th level? Lin Yuan pondered in his heart, as there was nothing resembling a finish line nearby. Just then, the whole 9th level suddenly dimmed. A majestic figure condensed. He was dressed in a black robe, his gaze indifferent, seemingly embodying the principles of the Tao. This. Lin Yuan's expression changed as he met this majestic figure's gaze, then felt his consciousness fall, and when he recovered, he was outside the 9-level black tower. The 9th level is? Lin Yuan's expression became solemn. Correct. To pass the 9th level, you must defeat an imprint left by the original owner. Statue Shenji said next to him. An imprint left by the Moyu Tower Master? Lin Yuan was quite speechless. He knew that the 9th level of the Black Tower was difficult but didn't expect it to be this challenging. The Moyu Tower Master was a Chaos Great Saint, and his imprint was not something an ordinary Chaos realm could handle. After all, the powerhouses appearing in the Demon Jade space are just incarnations of a sliver of mental consciousness. Shenhuang's secret realm. Lin Yuan reopened his eyes. Now it seems, the strength of the Moyu Tower Master shouldn't be weaker than Shenhuang, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Previously, watching Shenhuang open up 33,333 Shenhuang secret realms, Lin Yuan felt that Shenhuang was stronger than the Moyu Tower Master. Let's not worry about these. Lin Yuan collected his thoughts and gazed into the cosmic starry skies. For the past century, Lin Yuan's 2 primordial spirits and incarnation have been wandering around the universe, often sensing causal lockdown espionage from alien races of level 12. Unfortunately, those level 12 alien races are not stronger than Lin Yuan in comprehending the causal rules, so even though Lin Yuan gives them opportunities, actively letting out his 2 primordial spirits and incarnation, the alien races of level 12 couldn't lock down the positions of the 2 primordial spirits and incarnation, let alone attempt an assassination. I've given you all the opportunities, but they're not useful. Lin Yuan sighed. At this moment his various aspects have reached their peak, ready to strike at the ultimate at any time. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 953 I know a little bit of everything. Please subscribe. In the Dark Grand Hall. The ultimate beings of the 12th Order gathered once again. Compared to their full confidence 100 years ago, the expressions on the faces of these 12th Order ultimates were not very pleasant. 100 years, a full century, they had personally attempted to lock down the Galaxy Master's location using the rules of causality. But the results were disappointing, yielding no progress. In the causal vision of every 12th Order ultimate, the Galaxy Master was indeed within the universe, but they just couldn't pin down his location. Had it not been certain that there was no trace of Lin Yuan's causality within the Milky Way main star, some of the 12th Order ultimates would have likely made a move to test the waters. What exactly is going on? Why is the causality sensing of the Galaxy Master so vague? The many 12th Order ultimates exchanged looks, considering the possibility that the Galaxy Master's true body, his incarnations, or avatars were hiding in the Central Star Domain, the ancestral land of human civilization. Xianxia the Oval Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. They would not be so troubled if that were the case. After all, that is the main stronghold of human civilization. But in fact, that's not the case. At least, the Galaxy Master's incarnations are often seen walking in the cosmos. There are 2 possibilities. The progenitor of the Jianghu clan opened his mouth. One is that the Galaxy Master's mastery over the rules of causality surpasses us, the 12th Order. Only then could he conceal his own causality, leading us to repeatedly come back empty-handed. The second possibility is that the Galaxy Master is relying on a treasured causality artifact to isolate his own causality. With the resources of human civilization, producing such an artifact would not be difficult. After saying this, the Jianghu clan progenitor pondered for a while before continuing. I think the second possibility is more likely. Hearing this, the other 12th Order ultimates nodded in agreement. The Galaxy Master surpassing them in causality? That possibility was too fantastical to imagine. After all, they were beings of the 12th Order. Even if they were not adept in causality, they wouldn't be surpassed by an 11th Order. It's a pity that we do not have any of his blood or hair as a lead. Otherwise, even with a causality artifact for protection, he could not escape our causality tracking, the ultimate from the prison tribe said, shaking his head slightly. The rule of causality values the medium greatly, whether in cursing or in locating a target. Having a medium and not having one are completely different challenges. With the strength and realm of the Galaxy Master, along with how much human civilization values him, it's impossible for any of his blood or hair to be left outside, said the Insect Queen. Even for an ordinary 11th Order, they would be quite cautious about this, not leaving behind anything related to themselves outside. Even on the battlefield, high-order powerhouses would detonate themselves without hesitation if they found no way to survive, turning their body, soul, and all related materials to ashes. This action is not only to prevent being captured by alien races, but also out of concern that alien races could obtain their medium through their remains. It seems we can't find the Galaxy Master through normal methods, reflected the ultimate from the prison tribe. Is there a way to force the Galaxy Master out? The so-called forcing out involved threatening with the lives of the Galaxy Master's relatives and friends to coerce him into appearing. The Galaxy Master is quite young, with all his relatives still alive, including many elders, such as the various Peak Masters and the Chikuan Star Lord of the Red Kuan lineage. It's not very meaningful. The ultimate from the Star Alliance shook his head. The Galaxy Master is not the kind to overly value emotions and family. Indeed. The Insect Queen nodded. Tuoba Ancient God originally planned to use the Galaxy Master's friend as a threat, but the Galaxy Master personally killed that friend. The 12th Order ultimates present in the hall had all thoroughly investigated the Galaxy Master, and naturally were aware of the conflict with the Tuoba Ancient God. Seeing how the Galaxy Master dealt with Tuoba Ancient God, they estimated that even if they captured the Galaxy Master's relatives or teacher, the Galaxy Master would likely not even frown over it. And for ultimates of the 12th Order to descend into such actions, it would indeed be somewhat disgraceful if the means used were ineffective. Besides that, they would have to face retribution from the most powerful beings of human civilization afterwards. It's just not worth it. Lord Fan. At this moment, the ultimate from the prison tribe turned to the ultimate from the Cosmos clan. Your clan received a special secret technique at the dawn of the cosmos. You. The countenance of the Cosmos clan ultimate Lord Fan shifted ever so slightly. Are you talking about the secret technique, 9-day worship? 9-day worship. It is a secret technique within the domain of the causality rules. It involves a worshipping ritual that forcibly strengthens the causal link between two entities, ultimately for cursing or pinpointing one's location. However, this secret technique comes at a great cost. To use it against the Galaxy Master, one must worship the Galaxy Master for 9 consecutive days, with each day resulting in a reduction of the caster's origin source. While the reduced origin source can be restored later, it requires a significant amount of time, and during this period, one's battle capacity cannot be at its peak. If it were to subdue a peer ultimate, the Cosmos clan ultimate Lord Fan might be willing, but to merely locate the position of the Galaxy Master requires paying so much of his own origin source. The Galaxy Master is already at the peak of level 11, any moment ready to break through to the ultimate level. Once he steps into the 12th Order, there is a high probability that he will become a pinnacle being of the path-splitting realm before the end of the cosmic era. By then, you should know what will happen with our races, the ultimate from the prison tribe said. Lord Fan, to counter the Galaxy Master, everyone is willing to offer that drop of heterogeneous blood, allowing you to cast the secret technique. What's stopping you? The Insect Queen interjected. If considering the price to be paid, the insect race has indeed offered the highest stake. Nevertheless, the insect race holds the deepest grudge against human civilization, and is the least willing to see the Galaxy Master successfully ascend to the 12th Order. I understand. After pondering for a while, the Cosmos clan ultimate Lord Fan nodded. I will begin worshipping the Galaxy Master now. 9 days from now, my causal link with the Galaxy Master will be at its strongest, and then I will inform you all of his specific location. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 954. I know a little about everything. Please subscribe. Under 2-inch, rest assured, once we have locked onto the position of the Galaxy Master, leave the rest to us, the ultimate of the prison tribe said with a smile. In fact, the 9-day worship secret technique is a kind of curse-killing skill that carries out the curse by exploiting the strongest causal connection after worshipping the 9 days. But curse-killing is not fail-safe. Knowing that the Galaxy Master has a causality-related treasure for protection, even with the 9-day worship secret technique, it's still not foolproof. And what if we end up curse-killing the Galaxy Master? The Galaxy Master has not yet ascended to the 12th layer. His life essence imprint is still within the Time River, which can be resurrected by the strongest among human civilization. Therefore, the safest method is to pinpoint the location of one of the Galaxy Master's avatars through the 9-day worship secret technique. Then all of us at the 12th layer converge to suppress the Galaxy Master in a lightning-fast move, and use that drop of bizarre blood to contaminate the Galaxy Master. This is the most perfect strategy to deal with the Galaxy Master. We don't need to completely kill the Galaxy Master. We just need that drop of bizarre blood to influence the Galaxy Master so that he ultimately fails at a critical moment, they said. The ultimates of the 12th layer exchanged glances and nodded slightly. Then I shall begin. Ultimate Lord Fan of the Cosmos tribe took a deep breath. His true self, situated deep within the territory of the Cosmos tribe, knelt down, with many pieces of information about the Galaxy Master surfacing in his mind. In an instant, a causal connection between him and the Galaxy Master was formed. Following that, with every bow Ultimate Lord Fan directed at Lin Yuan, the causal link between them grew stronger. The Xianxia secret realm. Lin Yuan was unaware of the conspiracies of the alien 12th layers. He simply felt that, so far, those alien 12th layers haven't even been able to lock onto his deliberately exposed primordial spirit avatar, and probably lacked even the qualification to have a final confrontation with him. However, it seems that those ultimates of the 12th layer have not made any moves against my teachers? Lin Yuan's gaze was profound. Ever since he learned from the robber clan 100 years ago that the alien 12th layers wanted to target him, he asked Xianxia and other supremely powerful figures to pay more attention to the Qikuan Starlord, and the situation with his parents and family. Moreover, Lin Yuan took away a sliver of their spiritual will and placed it in the Xianxia secret realm to prevent the most extreme situations from occurring. 12th layer. Lin Yuan's thoughts converged as he began preparing for the final assault on the 12th layer. At this moment, within the Time River, Lin Yuan's form was nearly larger than the river itself. If he did not curl up as much as possible at the riverbed, it seemed that the entire Time River would not be able to contain him. I feel that if I were to stand up, the depth of the entire Time River would only reach my waist, Lin Yuan quietly thought to himself. Other level 11 perfect powerhouses might be able to leap from within the river by exerting their full strength, momentarily staying above the river for an instant. Even so, this would come at the cost of almost all their focus at the level 11 perfect. When assaulting the 12th layer, they first have to withstand the Chaos Void Origin infusion to have more confidence in leaping out of the Time River. But Lin Yuan? He doesn't need to make a forceful leap at all. Just gently standing up would allow most of his form to appear outside of the Time River. With my current life essence and my many foundations, the probability of ascending to the 12th layer is at least 95%, Lin Yuan thought to himself. As for the remaining 0.5%, it stems from the uncertainty of the vast chaos void. Lin Yuan's expression suddenly shifted. The martial arts evolution road has finally birthed its first 8th layer? At this moment, Lin Yuan's understanding of the space-time had reached the 7th realm, and with the identity of the ancestor of martial arts, he could vaguely sense all those in the universe who practice martial Tao and evolve. Not bad. A smile appeared on Lin Yuan's face. In the central divine China world, after accumulating over millions of years in the spirit realm, the limit martial Tao experts also reached only the 8th layer, and that was the result of Lin Yuan's forceful cultivation. But in the main universe, in less than 1,000 years, the first 8th layer martial Tao was born. The main reason is the almost systematic cultivation methods of the main universe human civilization, where the once mysterious path of cultivation is openly laid out. Together with guidance from many higher-level evolutionary beings and so on, the development trend of the martial arts evolution road in the main universe far surpasses the spirit realm, and even the immortal realm cannot match it. Well, before the ultimate ascent, let's meet this little guy, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Decades ago, to encourage martial arts evolutionaries to diligently cultivate, Lin Yuan posted a status from the account of the founder of martial Tao. That is, whoever steps into the 8th layer of martial Tao first, could meet him in person. A barbaric wilderness planet. A figure sat cross-legged. The 8th layer of martial Tao. This is the 8th layer of martial Tao. The figure was full of energy, and a world's breath faintly emanated from within his body, as if a small world had been opened. Sar the Novelier. NET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The figure was named Zhang Tianji, a 7th-stage martial Tao peak evolutionary, and not long ago, he just opened his own internal world, stepping into the 8th layer of martial Tao. So far, among humanity's martial arts evolution road, the strongest were only at the 7th layer, and no one had yet heard of the existence of the 8th layer. In other words, at this moment, he, Zhang Tianji, is very likely the first martial arts evolutionary below the ancestor of martial arts to step into the 8th layer. Using the physical body as the foundation, advancing blood, spirit, soul, and heart in unison, the path of martial arts evolution indeed befits mankind's 5th. As Zhang Tianji continuously felt the changes within his body, his reverence for the ancestor of martial arts who opened the path of martial arts evolution grew ever deeper. He had merely walked on the already perfected road of martial arts evolution, and already encountered its profound mysteries. Then what kind of existence would the ancestor of martial arts, the one who pioneered this evolutionary path, be? Someone is looking for me? Zhang Tianji suddenly blinked. The goddess of wisdom directly contacted him, reminding him that someone was looking for him. The ancestor of martial arts is inviting me? Upon seeing who was contacting him, Zhang Tianji immediately became stupefied. The ancestor of martial arts was looking for him? Right, the ancestor of martial arts once said, whoever first steps into the 8th layer, could meet him. Zhang Tianji recalled this. As a martial arts evolutionary, he naturally remembered every single status the ancestor of martial arts had posted. But I've only just broken through, and haven't told anyone yet. How did the ancestor of martial arts know? Zhang Tianji did not dare to delay and immediately agreed. Suddenly, a strand of Zhang Tianzi's spiritual will was pulled into a personal world. After being promoted to a level 11 citizen, Lin Yuan's many privileges reached their peak. His personal space underwent maximal expansion, becoming a personal world. I've seen the ancestor of martial arts. As soon as Zhang Tianji saw a blurred figure standing in the center of the world, he immediately went over to offer his respects. You are not bad. Lin Yuan nodded slightly. The transition from the 7th layer to the 8th layer in martial Tao is a qualitative change, involving the creation of an internal world within one's body. Of course, in the martial arts evolution road that Lin Yuan established, as long as one reaches the most perfect state, it is completely possible to create an internal world before breaking through to the 7th layer, but this is very difficult. If you have any questions about cultivation, you can ask them. Lin Yuan looked at Zhang Tianji and spoke. Since he had personally met Zhang Tianji, it was just a light effort to provide him some guidance. Thank you, ancestor of martial arts. Upon hearing this, Zhang Tianzi's spirit was lifted. Personal guidance from the ancestor of martial arts? If word of this spread, countless evolutionaries would be envious of him. Zhang Tianji. In thousands of years of cultivation, I have tried many evolutionary paths and discovered that many pathways have their own focus on the comprehension of rules. Zhang Tianji immediately voiced his question. Before cultivating on the martial arts evolutionary path, he was already a 7th-rank peak evolutionary, having tried dozens of evolutionary paths, and found each specialized in different aspects. He wanted to know if there was any evolutionary path in this world that encompassed them all. That's normal. Evolutionary paths are created by people, and people have their own strengths and weaknesses. The evolutionary paths are no exception. Even the strongest evolutionary path is like this. Lin Yuan spoke with a smile. I see. Zhang Tianji was enlightened. Then Zhang Tianji seemed to remember something and tentatively asked cautiously. Then, ancestor of martial arts, do you have any areas of specialization? Me. Lin Yuan's gaze was calm, looking at Zhang Tianji, who dared not look directly at him, and said with a smile, I know a little bit of everything. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 955, The Ultimate Attack. Please subscribe. Know a little of everything? Hearing the ancestor of martial arts speak these words with an incomparably calm tone, Zhang Tianji fell into a bit of silence. Even the strongest evolutionary pathways have focal points, and the supreme beings do too. Is it possible that the ancestor of martial arts knows a little of everything? Although they say a little, Zhang Tianji didn't dare to truly believe it was just a little. Doesn't this mean that, in some aspects, the ancestor of martial arts could be even stronger than the 9 supreme beings of human civilization? If it were any other evolutionary, no matter how outdated the information, Zhang Tianji would think it a joke. Stronger than a supreme being? The 9 supreme beings of human civilization not only stand at the pinnacle of human civilization but also at the summit of the starry sky races. Stronger than a supreme being. Isn't that nonsense? But the ancestor of martial arts? Zhang Tianji vaguely felt that the ancestor of martial arts wasn't lying. The martial arts evolutionary pathway hasn't even advanced to the 12th layer as the strongest evolutionary path, yet it ranks 5th in human civilization, which already explains a lot. Next. Lin Yuan casually answered several of Zhang Tianzi's doubts and then ended the call with him. Lin Yuan personally met with Zhang Tianji, solely because the latter was the first to step into the 8th layer of the martial arts evolutionary pathway. It was entirely out of pity for future evolutionaries. On the barbaric wilderness planet, Zhang Tianji disconnected from the virtual world, looking lost and forlorn. After just a short exchange with the ancestor of martial arts, Zhang Tianji felt his understanding of martial Tao and of many other evolutionary paths had drastically changed. This change was like viewing from the highest vantage point. Zhang Tianzi's understanding of the essence of evolution had greatly improved. This is the ancestor of martial arts. Zhang Tianji steadied his spirit, and in his heart, he actually wanted to add something else. That is, even supreme beings are merely so, right? I heard that the true identity of the ancestor of martial arts is the Galaxy Master. Zhang Tianji thought of some rumors recently circulating within human civilization. The theory that the Galaxy Master is the founder of martial Tao has been spreading widely. The official stance of human civilization has not stopped this, nor has the ancestor of martial arts come forward to dispel the rumors. This leads to the rumors' credibility growing ever higher. With the status of the ancestor of martial arts in human civilization, if there were any false rumors, the human civilization officials would surely come forward to contain it. But they did not. Although human civilization officials have also not appeared to confirm it. But sometimes, silence equals consent. The same goes for the ancestor of martial arts. Galaxy Master. Zhang Tianji swallowed hard, realizing that the entire growth trajectory of the Galaxy Master, from birth to the present, could be clearly traced. Such an evolutionary genius who is not even 1,000 years old, how could he be related to the founder of the martial arts evolutionary path? Yet they turned out to be the same person. Martial Tao 8th layer. Zhang Tianzi's mind kept flashing back to everything the ancestor of martial arts had said just now. At this moment, Zhang Tianji saw a clear path from the 8th layer to the 9th stage martial Tao. It was due to both the ancestor of martial arts guidance from a loftier place and Zhang Tianzi's own accumulation over thousands of years, which burst forth under the mentoring of the ancestor of martial arts today. I will commence closed-door cultivation now. Zhang Tianji immediately closed his eyes, planning to continue his retreat right there for hundreds or thousands of years to fully absorb the guidance of the ancestor of martial arts. In front of the naturally formed space-time black hole, the Taiyang divine spirit of Lin Yuan was sitting cross-legged. Black holes are special cosmic bodies within the universe, and space-time black holes are created by numerous black hole collisions leading to the collapse of space-time, forming a massive celestial phenomenon. Even for a level 11 perfect being, in the presence of a massive space-time black hole, they appear extremely insignificant and might be pulled in if careless. Many ancient gods at level 11 perfect have established various space-time black hole secret techniques based on naturally occurring space-time black holes in the universe. The strongest among them only possesses a mere 1/1,000,000th or 1/10,000,000th of the real space-time black hole's power. Space-time black hole? Lin Yuan observed the space-time black hole in front of him carefully. Time and space are inherently one but can also repel each other. Space-time black holes are an example, with time and space clashing to the extreme, resulting in the formation of space-time black holes. The emanating shockwaves are close to the 12th level. If I can thoroughly understand the space-time black hole before me and grasp the spatio-temporal fusion rule, even if I can't reach the peak of the 7th realm, the difference won't be too great, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Merely the unconscious and unguided collision of time and space could burst forth with near 12th level power. Once controlled by humans, the effects produced would be unimaginable. It's time to leave. After a long while, Lin Yuan gradually ceased his perception. At this point, with each aspect of his true self at its pinnacle and the ultimate level imminent, there would be no issue in coming back to comprehend the space-time black hole after stepping into the 12th layer. In a dark and somber hole. The time of 9-day worship has passed in the blink of an eye. More than a dozen ultimate beings of the 12th layer have arrived once again. 9 days have gone by. Lord Fan, have you locked onto the position of the Galaxy Master? Yes. Have you located him? Time is of the essence. The Galaxy Master can attempt to reach the ultimate level at any moment. The tones of the various 12th layer ultimate beings were quite urgent. Once the Galaxy Masters decide to make the ultimate leap, they will no longer have the chance to intervene. As Galaxy Masters challenge the ultimate, the 9 mightiest human beings will inevitably set up numerous spatial-temporal mazes. At that time, they won't have any idea where the Galaxy Masters are attempting the ultimate leap within a short period. Once the time has passed and the Galaxy Master leaps to the ultimate, all they can do is watch helplessly. With the ultimate leap at level 11 perfect, everything will leap out of the River of Time, and during the process, it will suffer from the backlash of both the River of Time and the main universe. Similarly, this backlash also serves as protection, ensuring that aside from the backlash, no other external forces can interfere with the ultimate leap. Although the entities at the 12th level have completely freed themselves from the shackles of the River of Time, this freedom does not imply that they can oppose the River of Time. It's almost time. Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe frowned deeply, his true self in the depths of the Prison Tribe's territory having already worshipped the phantom of the Galaxy Master for a full 9 days. With every kneel during these 9 days, the causality between himself and the Galaxy Master deepened significantly. Now, after 9 days of worship, the causality between Lord Fan and the Galaxy Master far exceeds that between the closest kin. Of course, this causal connection formed through 9-day worship can only last for a short time, and the price Lord Fan paid for it is horrific, taking millions to billions of years to recover from. To think that I, a grand 12th layer being, would pay such a price just to lock down your location, you should be proud, thought Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe as he took a deep breath. The price he paid far exceeds that of battling other entities at the 12th level. If it weren't for the promise from the Peak clans such as the Prison Tribe that they would not attack the Prison Tribe in the long years to come, on top of the threat posed by the Galaxy Master, he would not have done this. The gloomy Great Hall. Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe looked towards the other entities at the 12th level. It's done. Continental Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe spoke. Good. Ha 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 ha, Galaxy Master. What use is your causal treasure for protection? Smiles appeared on the faces of the entities at the 12th level. How many avatars does the Galaxy Master have outside? The ultimate of the Prison Tribe immediately asked. Currently, the number of avatars the Galaxy Master has distributed within the universe totals to 143. Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe closed his eyes, sensing carefully. At this moment, his connection of causality with Lin Yuan was at its strongest. Even with multiple layers of separation, he could lock onto Lin Yuan's position. 143 avatars. The ultimate from the Prison Tribe exchanged glances with the other entities at the 12th level. The Galaxy Master had released so many avatars outside, and even after a century of locking on, they haven't located even one? In the end, it took Lord Fan, who paid a tremendous price and employed the 9-day worship secret technique, just to barely lock on? I can sense one of the Galaxy Master's avatars is outside the universe? Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe's expression shifted slightly as he spoke involuntarily. Outside the universe? That is a domain even the beings of the 12th level cannot explore. Outside the universe? Where? The ultimate of the Prison Tribe immediately asked. Unclear. Even with the enhancement of the 9-day worship secret technique, the presence of the universe makes it impossible to sense specifics. Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe shook his head. The universe itself is capable of severing layers of causality and space-time. With the chaos void outside the universe having even more abundant and countless rules than within, trying to sense the causality outside the universe with that from within is even more difficult than ascending to the heavens. Thus, Lord Fan could not detect too much. Wan Hua once said that the Galaxy Master's mental will has reached the 12th level, and with his mental will, it's estimated that he has formed an avatar nearby the universe, conjectured the ultimate of the Prison Tribe. Beings of the 12th level can also form avatars outside the universe, but the avatars have only a short connection with their true selves, and they are constantly eroded by chaos chi. Therefore, after a few trials, the 12th level beings generally lost interest. Alright, pick one of the avatars with the deepest causal connection, lock down the spatial coordinates, and then we will directly descend there. The ultimate of the Prison Tribe stated. While any avatar of the Galaxy Master would suffice, obviously the one with the deepest connection to the Galaxy Master would be best. It's right here. In front of spatial temporal black hole number 52. Ultimate Lord Fan from the Prison Tribe announced a specific coordinate. I'll take you there. The ancestor of the Jianghu clan waved their hands, and an invisible wave of space-time swept over, instantly making the many beings of the 12th level vanish from the scene. Lin Yuan stood in front of the spatial temporal black hole, having stood up and planning to leave, to reunite with his true self and challenge the ultimate. But at that moment, whoosh, the flow of space-time moved like water. One majestic figure after another arrived in an instant, encircling Lin Yuan with more than a dozen imposing figures, isolating space-time, turning Lin Yuan's piece of the universe into a lonely island. CTH Novelier. NET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Galaxy Master. Savor the source of chaos and corruption to your heart's content. The ultimate of the Jianghu clan took the lead, 24 pairs of wings covering the cosmos, as a pristine right hand reached out, attempting to oppress Lin Yuan. A terrifying aura pervaded, and an endless force began to influence layers upon layers of space-time. Ha! Lin Yuan looked slightly startled. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 956. Clashing with the Ultimate. Please subscribe. Mists shrouded from all directions. In front of the more than a dozen towering figures that arrived silently, even the time-space black holes covering thousands to tens of thousands of light-years seemed slightly insignificant. Alien race level 12? Lin Yuan looked at the many level 12 ultimates that sealed off time and space, his heart devoid of panic. Instead, a hint of surprise arose. How did these alien level 12 ultimates lock onto his exact coordinates? The causality with a certain level 12 being surged by tens of thousands of times in a short period? Lin Yuan took a closer inspection and found the reason. He was also aware of some secret techniques to temporarily increase causality. But not without paying a huge price. Especially with Lin Yuan's understanding of the rules of causality, trying to lock onto him via causality? Sarch * the Nelfer. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Even for a level 12 ultimate, they would have to suffer serious injuries that wouldn't heal for tens of millions of years. Boom! At this moment, the Jianghu clan ancestor pressed down with a palm, aiming to directly suppress Lin Yuan. The other level 12 ultimates did not take action but coldly observed from the sidelines, believing that the ancestor of the Jianghu clan alone was sufficient. No matter how talented the Galaxy Master was, he was merely a level 11 being, and it was impossible to block the hand of a level 12 ultimate. The Jianghu clan ancestor thought so too. From the birth of the universe to the present, even adding the occasional news from outside the universe in the chaos void, they had never heard of a level 11 being able to contend with a level 12 being. The human civilization's borders, the Shenyuan Supreme, Xiaxia Supreme, their expressions suddenly changed. How huge was the commotion when a level 12 ultimate made a move? It simply couldn't be concealed. The moment the presence of more than 10 level 12 ultimates descended on the time-space black hole, the instant the Jianghu clan ultimate made a move, the 9 supremes of human civilization noticed it. Those old guys. The Shenyuan Supreme's thoughts raced at a staggering speed, immediately conjecturing that the more than 10 alien level 12 beings were likely targeting Lin Yuan. Lin Yuan concealed his own causality so that not only did the alien level 12 beings have difficulty detecting anything, the supremes of human civilization were also unable to sense much through causal sensing. Russell. The true body of the Shenyuan Supreme took a step out, spanning billions of light-years in an instant, rushing towards the location of the time-space black hole. The other human civilization supremes did the same. Lin Yuan, Xiaxia Supreme, harbored worries in his heart. More than 100 years ago, he had planned to send Lin Yuan's true self into the Central Star Domain, the safest place in the entire human civilization. It was only after learning that Lin Yuan had become the master of the Shenhuang secret realm that he abandoned this idea. In terms of safety, where could be safer than the Shenhuang secret realm? With the Shenhuang secret realm separating causality, those old guys can't affect Lin Yuan's true self at all, and as for memory contamination? The Galaxy Master's willpower is no weaker than any of us level 12s. Memory contamination is also not feasible. Xiaxia Supreme's thoughts rapidly turned, and he slightly relaxed. In his view, those alien level 12s could not really do anything to the Galaxy Master this time. At most, they could kill an avatar or embodiment of the Galaxy Master. Of course. Even so, Xiaxia Supreme and the other 9 supremes of human civilization did not slow down at all. Those alien level 12s not being able to do anything to Lin Yuan was one thing. But making a move against Lin Yuan was another. Even if they had not affected Lin Yuan at all, as level 12 beings taking action against a level 11 life, It was a violation of the unwritten rules among level 12 ultimates. Rumbling. The pressure of space-time grew increasingly heavy. The Tianyu clan ancestor's gaze was cold as he looked down on Lin Yuan, his pressing right hand not pausing for a moment. From the moment of arrival, everything happened in the blink of an eye, and even if the Galaxy Master managed to react forcibly, wanting to self-destruct this avatar, it was too late. Self-destructing an avatar requires time. By the time the command to self-detonate the avatar reached them, his palm would have already suppressed it. However, the next moment, under the incredulous gazes of the surrounding more than 10 level 12 ultimates, the Galaxy Master, who had been standing quietly at a distance, as if petrified by fear, took a small step backward. A mere step's distance, yet it seemed as though separated by an entire universe. The Tianyu clan ancestor's palm incredibly missed its target. The violent fluctuations of space-time, capable of annihilating a level 11 perfect in both form and spirit, quieted down rapidly when nearing Lin Yuan's surroundings by several meters. What? The Tianyu clan ancestor was somewhat dazed. His level 12 ultimate strike had unexpectedly missed. Before this, the Tianyu clan ancestor had envisioned every possibility, such as Lin Yuan withstanding the blow by relying on the heritage weapon of human civilization. Of course, this possibility was slim. How precious were heritage weapons? How could they allow an avatar or embodiment to carry it? The clan suppression weapons carried by the numerous strongest level 11 beings in the super-large battlefield were all under the watchful eyes of the various level 12 ultimates. But to miss entirely? The Tianyu clan ancestor could not understand. He could feel that this was a pure contest at the level of rules. Blocking his palm by sheer force might be aided by external forces, but a contest at the level of rules? It meant that the Galaxy Master's comprehension of the rules was not at all inferior to his. The level 12 ultimates surrounding him looked on with serious eyes. At this moment, they were certain that the Galaxy Master, in terms of rule comprehension, had reached the level 12 threshold fully. Even more than just reaching their level but surpassing them. After all, under comprehension of the same level of rules, Lin Yuan, with his level 11 status, easily made a palm strike of such a level 12 being from Tianyu clan miss, which wasn't explainable by mere same-level rule comprehension. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 957, Clashing with the Ultimate, please subscribe. Underscore 2 in this situation, their group of a dozen 12th-tier ultimates coming to fight in earnest has turned into a joke. Lin Yuan's rules have reached such heights that, although still an 11th-tier life form, he is far from being an opponent for these 12th tiers. But it also completely eliminates the possibility of being suppressed. That's because Lin Yuan is fully capable of self-destructing this avatar before he could be suppressed. As for the idea of contaminating Lin Yuan with that drop of bizarre blood, the premise is that he must be thoroughly suppressed, to the point where even his thoughts cannot function. But now, this possibility is infinitely close to zero. Lin Yuan is no fool. Upon sensing that he might be suppressed, he would surely self-destruct first. For a moment, including the Tianyu clan ancestor, over 10 12th-tier ultimates fell into an eerie silence. What goes around comes around. Receive my strike. Lin Yuan slightly smiled, took a step forward, and threw a punch directly. This punch carried the comprehension of the 7th realm of spacetime, collapsing spacetime wherever the punch went, heading straight for the bewildered standing Tianyu clan ancestor. Not good. As the direct target of this punch, the Tianyu clan ultimate's face drastically changed. He could feel that while the punch's level of power wasn't high, the space-time rules it pulled were vast and mighty. Even for a 12th tier like him, getting hit by this punch would be far from pleasant. The Tianyu clan ancestor was about to react. Immediately following, the Tianyu clan ancestor then saw Lin Yuan's eyes. What profound eyes they were, endlessly deep, as if linked to some mysterious abyss. Mind-will secret technique. Abyssal Eye. This was the reward Lin Yuan chose after passing the 7th floor of the Magic Jade Tower with an 11th tier life level. It is a rare mind-will attack technique. Now, as Lin Yuan's mind-will has reached 40 million points, equivalent to the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm, employing this mind-will secret technique to use the Abyssal Eye, even a 12th tier ultimate with a robust life essence would be momentarily stunned. Boom. Lin Yuan's punch didn't hit the Tianyu clan ancestor directly, but the vast power of space-time carried by it surged right into him. You! The Tianyu clan ancestor's face turned pale, He barely recovered from the influence of the abyssal eye, only to feel the unsettling chaos within his breath, and even the cosmos inside was shaking. The Jianghu clan ancestor took 7 or 8 steps back before he barely stabilized. Looking towards Lin Yuan, his gaze revealed an unprecedented seriousness. In just those few moments, Lin Yuan demonstrated 2 methods that could threaten a 12th tier ultimate. One was that direct attack on his mental will which trapped the Jianghu clan ancestor for several breaths. Partly because the Jianghu clan ancestor had not considered Lin Yuan as a real opponent. Even though Lin Yuan showed a rule comprehension surpassing their 12th tier ultimate, the Jianghu clan ancestor hadn't paid much attention. After all, comprehending the rules is one thing, and the power of the attack is another. With a world-sized internal universe spanning 100,000 light-years, even an 11th tier life form like Lin Yuan attacking wouldn't break through the defense. But that kind of mental attack technique, coupled with the punch Lin Yuan threw, truly shocked the heart of the Jianghu clan ancestor. What? A punch from Galaxy Master? How is that possible? The dozen or so other 12th tier ultimates around were equally incredulous. They were still immersed in the bizarre rule comprehension of Galaxy Master, yet they found that the punch he threw reached the power level of a 12th tier? Otherwise, it wouldn't have forced the Jianghu clan ancestor to retreat 7 or 8 steps. It's a pity. I am just a primordial spirit now. If it was my true form that threw this punch, it could at least injure this ultimate from the Jianghu clan. Lin Yuan sighed inwardly upon seeing this. Search * the novel. F. Ire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Compared to his real body, the Taiyang divine spirit was vastly inferior. His real Bodhis inner world had reached 11 light-years, while the Taiyang divine spirit, barely over 1 light-year. The gap in their inner worlds alone was like a chasm. Without the perception from the 7th realm of the space-time rule and the support of the chaos rule in the dark, unleashing 1000% of his strength, the ancestors of the Jianghu clan probably wouldn't even consider retreating. What is this? The Galaxy Master's punch made that old guy from the Jianghu clan step back 7 or 8 steps? The Shen Yuan Supreme, who was rapidly approaching, was somewhat stupefied. He also knew that Lin Yuan's real body was in the Shen Huang's secret realm, meaning what was here at most was merely a clone. A clone, without the aid of any 12th layer weapons or treasures, merely relying on its own power, made a 12th layer ultimate step back 7 or 8 steps. What does this imply? The Galaxy Master is merely at the 11th layer. The disparity in life levels and inner worlds, the difference with a 12th layer ultimate is unimaginable. And yet he managed to execute a strike on the level of a 12th layer ultimate purely with his own strength? Even if his perception of rules is high, reaching the peak of the 6th realm or even the 7th realm of space-time rule, with that life level, how is it possible to shake a 12th layer ultimate? Xianxia, the Supreme, also found it unbelievable. It was not a matter of doubting Lin Yuan, but the scene before them simply shouldn't have occurred. Robber clan territory. The deepest, unknowable area. In front of an unremarkable wooden house. The ultimate of the robber clan sat there, with a scene appearing in front of him where more than 10 12th layer ultimates surrounded Lin Yuan. As one of the most mysterious clans in the universe and one of the only 2 at the peak of the path-splitting realm, this ultimate of the robber clan naturally had the means to glimpse the scene before the space-time black hole. Impressive! The ultimate of the robber clan outside the wooden house murmured to himself. He also saw the scene of Lin Yuan punching back the ultimate of the Jianghu clan, sensing the terrifying rule fluctuations contained in that punch. A punch from a clone, reaching the power level of the 12th layer? A voice also came from inside the wooden house, the tone carrying shock. This scene held too much information. They could tell that Lin Yuan's punch did not rely on any external power, but this made it even more unbelievable. It seems that the gaze that spied on this place not long ago must have been the Galaxy Master. The ultimate of the robber clan outside murmured. Although he did not understand how Lin Yuan managed to throw that punch, the perception of rules involved, especially the space-time rule, was beyond even his comprehension. In such circumstances, considering the gaze that spied on them earlier, it seems this ultimate of the robber clan was almost certain the source was indeed the Galaxy Master. My robber clan has experienced multiple cosmic eras, witnessed countless geniuses, and there were lives that reached the peak of the path-splitting realm even before the great cosmic destruction, but the Galaxy Master? The ultimate of the robber clan outside continued speaking in a low voice, filled with awe. Other major peak clan powers only think the robber clan originated from the last cosmic era, but the history of the robber clan goes much beyond just the last one. Over the long years, through the many cosmic eras this universe has undergone, the robber clan's presence was there, but the great cosmic destruction erased much information about them, leaving only bits from the last cosmic era to this one. In all these cosmic eras, the two ultimate ancestors of the robber clan had witnessed countless geniuses. But compared to the Galaxy Master? No. Those so-called geniuses, those lives that stepped into the peak of path-splitting realm before the great cosmic destruction, simply do not qualify to be compared with the Galaxy Master. Fortunately, you didn't agree to those 12th layer ultimates' plan to surround and kill the Galaxy Master. The voice inside the wooden house said. Given the strength that the Galaxy Master currently demonstrates, it's predictable that even if both ultimates of the robber clan took action, they could at most kill the Galaxy Master's this particular clone. But what about the Galaxy Master's real body? Even before stepping into the 12th layer, a clone of the Galaxy Master managed to achieve 12th layer level power in direct combat. What about once he truly steps into the 12th layer? The combat power of the Galaxy Master then, how tremendous would it be? The ultimate of the robber clan originally thought, after the Galaxy Master steps into the 12th layer, there was a high possibility of becoming a peak path-splitting realm life before the end of this cosmic era. But now, why wait until the end of this cosmic era? As soon as the Galaxy Master steps into the 12th layer, undergoing a drastic transformation and leap in life level. Within this universe, which of the 12th layer ultimates could possibly be a match for the Galaxy Master? If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 958, Dragged into the River of Time. Please subscribe. I felt that the Galaxy Master was hiding his true strength at that time. The ultimate being from the robber clan outside the cabin spoke. That's why they withdrew from the encirclement to kill the Galaxy Master and secretly sent clansmen to convey messages to him. Exactly. Your intuition has always been accurate over the many cosmic eras. The ultimate being from the robber clan inside the cabin immediately agreed. When encirclement proved ineffective, any 12th layer being that participated in the encirclement would inevitably be held accountable once the Galaxy Master reached the 12th layer. Of course, with the strength of the robber clan, they naturally did not fear the retribution from ordinary peak path-splitting realm beings, but it would be troublesome, and at the very least, it would mean humbling themselves for countless years to come. All over the universe, many 11th layer beings also sensed something was amiss. Is this the disturbance of a battle at the 12th layer? Who among the 12th layer beings are fighting? My heavens! How long has it been since the ultimate 12th layer beings have actually made a move? One after another, the 11th layer beings looked shocked. They could not see the specific scene, but just through the aftermath of the skirmish and the resulting space-time disturbance, they could judge that both sides in the battle had reached the 12th layer. Although shocked, most of the 11th layer beings were not scared since their own clans also had ultimate beings and were not intimidated. Yet, for those from powerful clans, their hearts trembled uneasily. The skirmish at the 12th layer level could destroy large swathes of stellar secret realms with just a slight aftermath. If their clan happened to be unlucky, they might very well face extinction. Since the universe was born, how few were the number of clans extinct due to skirmishes at the 12th layer level? From that heaven-fallen legacy of countless treasures that came from outside the universe, many ultimate 12th layer beings clashed violently, leading to a mass extinction of life throughout the universe. It was only after that event that human civilization found the opportunity to rise. And now, the sudden emergence of a skirmish at the 12th layer level was causing panic among many 11th layer beings. In front of the space-time black hole, the countenance of the Jianghu clan's ancestor was ugly. The fact that his punch was repelled by the Galaxy Master not only surprised other ultimate 12th layer beings, leading to a reassessment of the Galaxy Master's capabilities, but for him, the Jianghu clan ancestor, it was an extreme disgrace. Indeed, the Galaxy Master truly possessed the offensive capabilities of the 12th layer. But ultimately, he was just an 11th layer being. For him, an ultimate 12th layer being, to be repelled by the Galaxy Master in such a manner? After today, he, the Jianghu clan ancestor, would be hung on the pillar of shame, and any mention of the Galaxy Master would have him as a contrast. Very well. Galaxy Master, you have thoroughly enraged me. The aura of the ultimate being of the Jianghu clan soared rapidly while simultaneously his will began to condense. Lin Yuan's methods of spiritual will attacks may be strange, but if he is prepared, the threat would be much diminished. At the very least, his spirit and will would not be completely restrained. From the brief exchange just now, the Qianyu clan's ancestor also confirmed something. That is, the Galaxy Master's direct offensive capability did indeed reach the 12th layer, but it was merely at the threshold of the 12th layer. He, having stepped into the 12th layer for over 1 trillion years, had long stabilized at this level, and once he went all out, the Galaxy Master would likely find it difficult to block. Although their collective scheme from the group of ultimate 12th layer beings had utterly failed, the Qianyu clan ancestor, at the very least, wanted to regain his own dignity. Killing the avatar of the Galaxy Master could slightly wash away his own disgrace. As for whether it would completely offend the Galaxy Master, they had already stood against the Galaxy Master by initiating the encirclement. No matter what they did now, the Galaxy Master would definitely seek retribution in the future. So the ultimate being of the Qianyu clan could not care less now. Tianyu Chen has truly become enraged. Indeed, if I were him repelled by the Galaxy Master in such a way, I would feel the same. The surrounding ultimate 12th layer beings, seeing the situation, were not surprised. Anybody in the Qianyu clan ancestor's position would be furious. This time, the disgrace is truly brought home. Regardless, this incarnation of the Galaxy Master must die. Let Tianyu Chen act. The 9 supremes of human civilization are on their way. We will stop them. The ultimate 12th layer beings communicated with one another, and at this moment, their objective had shifted. From completely killing the Galaxy Master, at the very least affecting the Galaxy Master's push for ultimate, down to leaving behind the Galaxy Master's incarnation. Boom, boom, boom. The next moment, the 9 supremes of human civilization arrived. Shen Yuan, your human civilization is indeed lucky to have birthed a prodigy like the Galaxy Master. We are determined to kill this incarnation of the Galaxy Master. You better go back quickly. Indeed, it's just an incarnation. The many alien 12th layer beings blocked the 9 supremes of human civilization, facing off against one another. Humph. The Shen Yuan Supreme was too lazy to waste words and directly made a move. At that moment, dozens of 12th layer level powerhouses battled together, fracturing the region within tens to hundreds of thousands of light years around the space-time black hole. Galaxy Master die. The aura of Tianyu clan's ancestor Tianyu Chen boiled over, and now he was no longer underestimating Lin Yuan. With a strike that utilized both the immense essence of life and the absolute advantage of power, he came crashing down. Lin Yuan evaded effortlessly, striking out with another punch, finding that Tianyu Chen did not budge an inch. Even when deploying the secret technique, Abyssal Eye, he could only partially draw upon the opponent's will. This made Tianyu Chen, the ultimate 12th layer being, capable of exerting only part of his strength. Such a secret technique, if Lin Yuan were to step into the 12th layer, Tianyu Chen probably wouldn't dare to face it and would instead turn tail and run. But Lin Yuan was not at the 12th layer. Mere 11th layer existence. Even if Tianyu Chen could not exert his full strength, Lin Yuan could not trouble him either. It's just a primordial spirit, still too weak, Lin Yuan inwardly sighed. At this moment, he surpassed Tianyu Chen in both rule comprehension and spiritual will as a 12th layer being. But the gap in life essence was making it difficult for Lin Yuan at every step. Of course, what was difficult for Lin Yuan was that his attacks couldn't affect Tianyu Chen. As for whether Tianyu Chen could hit him? Naturally, the answer was no. The comprehension of the 7th realm of space-time allowed Lin Yuan, as an innate being, to stand on an invincible ground. Even if it was just an incarnation of the primordial spirit. This is also the reason why Lin Yuan, despite fully understanding the ultimate beings of the alien race's 12th layer designs on him, still sent out many avatars to wander the universe. I simply can't touch the Galaxy Master. On the other hand, after several probes, Tianyu Chen reached a conclusion. That is, his attacks could not land on the Galaxy Master at all. Even though the Galaxy Master's attacks couldn't breach his defenses, continuing this deadlock wasn't a solution. As a 12th layer powerhouse himself, clashing with an 11th layer being, or rather, an avatar of an 11th layer being, for so long without being able to defeat them? Tianyu Chen himself felt he was losing face. No more fighting. Tianyu Chen took a deep breath, realizing that persevering in this deadlock would only result in further loss of face. Let's go. Tianyu Chen intended to turn around and leave. He didn't care about the 12th layer ultimate beings who were currently engaged in battle with the 9 mightiest human warriors. Trying to leave? Lin Yuan sensed Tianyu Chen's thoughts. The next moment, another figure appeared from a different direction. It was Lin Yuan's Taiyin divine spirit. With a single step, the Taiyin divine spirit arrived alongside the Taiyang divine spirit. Immediately after, Taiyin and Taiyang merged into one. Taiyin and Taiyang were originally Lin Yuan's united Taiji divine spirit. However, due to the special nature of the martial arts evolution system, they were split in two. The Taiji divine spirit, divided into the two great divine spirits of Taiyin and Taiyang, had its strength reduced, but it was able to handle different matters at the same time. As Taiyin and Taiyang merged, they transformed into the Taiji divine spirit. Lin Yuan's aura quietly surged. The world within his body rapidly expanded, reaching a size of 5 light-years in diameter. In theory, the combat power of the Taiji divine spirit should be on par with the true body. But the true body had absorbed too many advantages, in particular the twice infusion from the chaos void origin. This caused the true Bodhi's inner world to reach a staggering size of 11 light-years in diameter. The Taiyin divine spirit that had rushed over not only merged with the Taiyang divine spirit, becoming the Taiji divine spirit with significantly increased strength and foundation. It also carried with it several 12th-layer weapons. The combination of all these factors caused the Taiji divine spirit's combat power to reach an unprecedented level. Humming sounds, a silver-white war saber tore through time and space, landing on Tianyu Chen's body. What? Tianyu Chen's expression greatly changed. This slash, it penetrated his protective armor, creating a fine crack in his flesh, soul, and inner world. Although the fine crack was instantly repaired, the next moment Lin Yuan's second slash also descended. In the span of a single breath, hundreds of slashes landed on Tianyu Chen's body. The fine crack was constantly being ripped open, then healed again. Not good. Tianyu Chen faintly sensed something ominous. A few hundred slashes didn't much affect him, but what about a few thousand? Or tens of thousands? If it were a clash with another 12th-layer being, Tianyu Chen would naturally not fear, even ready to exchange blow for blow. But Lin Yuan? Tianyu Chen, simply couldn't touch Lin Yuan. That is to say, at the moment, Tianyu Chen was nothing but a punching bag. Exchange blow for blow? There was no such thing happening. Tianyu Chen exhaled lightly, then gave Lin Yuan a deep glance, his figure gradually becoming illusory, and then disappeared. The vast river of time. On its banks. Sir the Novelier. NET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Tianyu Chen's towering figure appeared. Compared to 11th-layer beings, the most significant trait of 12th-layer beings is their ability to break free from the shackles of the river of time and reside permanently on its banks. Therefore, to resist the Galaxy Master's attacks, the simplest way is to enter the space of the river of time and stand on its banks. No matter how powerful the attacks of the Galaxy Master, as long as they don't surpass the 12th layer, they can't threaten those on the banks. Just as life within a painting cannot touch anything outside the canvas. Galaxy Master. Tianyu Chen pronounced each word with emphasis, as being forced into the space of the river of time by a mere 11th-layer being was an unprecedented humiliation for him. All-out war. We must instigate an all-out war. We absolutely can't let the Galaxy Master successfully push for the ultimate. Tianyu Chen, overlooking the tranquil river of time, made up his mind. While it was impossible to prevent the Galaxy Master from reaching the ultimate, they could, however, use the outbreak of a full-scale war with human civilization to affect the Galaxy Master's mentality as he pushes for the ultimate. Since the hatred between both parties was irreconcilable, Tianyu Chen no longer cared about the consequences of a full-scale war. With that thought, Tianyu Chen was about to use the space of the River of Time as a transfer point to return to the Tianyu clan's territory to discuss strategies with other 12th-layer ultimate beings of his race. Moreover, Tianyu Chen planned to contact other peak clan powers to unite and attack human civilization collectively. Suddenly, at this moment, the previously calm river of time, without any noise or indication, began to ripple slightly. The next instant, a long, powerful right hand suddenly reached out from the river of time. It immediately grasped Tianyu Chen's ankle. Then, with a swift pull downward. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 959. Far-reaching impact. Please subscribe. After completing his 11th traversal, Lin Yuan felt the vast river of time somewhat confining. Subsequent to experiencing over 100 years and fully comprehending the metamorphosis brought about by the chaos rule, this feeling grew increasingly intense. Within the river of time, Lin Yuan had to curl up his body, striving to make himself even smaller. Otherwise, even if he lay flat, parts of his body would still exceed the limits of what the river of time could contain. Such a hazard was not trivial. At the lightest, it could draw the attention of level 11 perfect beings on the shore, but at worst, it could directly trigger a backlash from the river of time, forcing an ultimate leap. But when Tianyu Chen of the Tianyu clan, one of the ultimate beings, actively entered the river of time to evade the Taiji primordial spirit wielding a level 12 weapon, Lin Yuan, huddled beneath the river of time, couldn't help himself and reached out his right hand, grabbed Tianyu Chen's ankle from the shore, and began to drag him towards the river of time. Merely stretching out one hand and not staying out of the river of time for long should not cause a backlash, Lin Yuan thought to himself. After all, even ordinary level 11 perfect beings occasionally leap out of the river of time. As long as the time is short, there should be no major issue. Even if he was indeed forced to make an ultimate leap prematurely, it would have no effect on Lin Yuan. His current state was perfect, having reached the pinnacle in every aspect, and he was ready to strike for level 12 at any time. What is this? Tianyu Chen, who was standing on the shore, pondering how to wage war against human civilization, suddenly found himself being dragged towards the river of time. No! Fear appeared on Tianyu Chen's face. He had not anticipated an attack from beneath the river of time. Among the level 12 ultimate beings on the riverbank, even if they do clash with each other, it's only a shore-to-shore confrontation. Moreover, this kind of skirmish is extremely simple compared to cosmic battles, lacking the complexity of many rules. Therefore, normally, no level 12 ultimate being would engage in killing at the riverside. As such, Tianyu Chen was not particularly on guard. Even if he had taken precautions, they were only aimed at other level 12 ultimate beings on the shore. As for beneath the river of time, those were just ants and dust trapped inside, with their greatest effort being to momentarily leap out of the water and cast an upward glance at beings like himself. Splash, splash. Before Tianyu Chen could react, the right foot being dragged made contact with the river of time. For life forms below level 12, the water of the river of time is incredibly gentle, devoid of any lethal power, but for those who have freed themselves from the river of time, the water becomes the deadliest poison. The level 12 ultimate beings stand tall on the riverbank, overlooking the river of time, yet they never re-enter it. Such is the reason. Even for the mighty level 12 ultimate beings, prolonged contact with the river of time will significantly erode their life essence, possibly causing them to fall back to the level 11 existence, once again bound by the river of time. This is something no level 12 ultimate being can accept. Hum hum hum. With his right foot immersed in the river of time, Tianyu Chen's spirit and will were shaken. Before he could take any action, the hand from beneath the river of time completely dragged him under. Before the spatial temporal black hole, many level 12 ultimate beings engaged in a fierce battle with the 9 supreme beings of human civilization gradually stopped their attacks. It was hard to accept for more than a dozen level 12 ultimate beings that Tianyu Chen, despite exerting all his might, was being suppressed by the Galaxy Master and finally had no choice but to flee into the spatial realm of the river of time. The Galaxy Master's attacking power had already reached the threshold of level 12, which was freakishly abnormal, and given the situation, it seemed he was capable of inflicting harm on Tianyu Chen. Otherwise, Tianyu Chen wouldn't have actively fled into the spatial realm of the river of time. For a moment, all the level 12 ultimate beings fell into silence. What had they come together to do? Kill the Galaxy Master? But with the current strength the Galaxy Master had shown, was he someone they could kill? With the level of might that the Galaxy Master had now revealed, trying to kill him seemed as difficult as killing a level 12 ultimate being. CTH Novelier. NET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. In the history of this universe's emergence, even the most brutal battles between level 12 ultimate beings had never resulted in the fall of a level 12 life form. On the side of human civilization, the Shenyuan Supreme and the other 8 Supremes also fell into silence. The 9 Supremes arrived, intending to avenge Lin Yuan. In their view, more than 10 level 12 ultimate beings were targeting Lin Yuan's incarnation coordinates. The outcome seemed inevitable. Shenyuan Supreme and Xiaoqin Supreme were even prepared to take a lion's share in the aftermath. So many level 12 ultimate beings ganging up on the Galaxy Master? Even if it was just an incarnation, it would still severely violate the unwritten rules among level 12 beings. Therefore, If these level 12 ultimate beings on the field did not pay a satisfactory price to human civilization after the fact, Xianyuan Supreme himself was also ready to join the fray, striking at the level 11 and level 10 beings of other races. In the predictions of Xianyuan Supreme and the other Supremes, the level 12 ultimate beings surrounding the Galaxy Master would likely take a step back. After all, they were openly flipping the table. However, the development of the situation was somewhat unexpected to Xianyuan Supreme. The Galaxy Master's incarnation did not fall. Instead, he was suppressing Tianyu Chen of the Tianyu clan in combat. This made Xianyuan Supreme feel somewhat unfamiliar. The 9 Supremes arrived to avenge the Galaxy Master, who was supposed to be killed in the encirclement. Even if it was just an incarnation. But now, not only is the Galaxy Master's incarnation not dead, but the Tianyu clan ultimate is being brutally beaten. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 960. Far-reaching impact. Please subscribe. _to this, instead, completely caught the Xianyuan Supreme, Xiaqin Supreme off guard. Galaxy Master. The gaze of the Yu clan ultimate was deep, looking towards the Time River space, locking eyes with the Tianyu Chen standing on the shore. The other 12-tier ultimates felt the same, realizing the severity of the situation, that the Galaxy Master was simply not someone they could besiege. The expression of the insect queen slightly changed. The other 12-tier ultimates did likewise. Immediately after, under the watchful eyes of several 12-tier ultimates, Tianyu Chen was forcibly pulled into the Time River by a hand reaching out from beneath it. What? The 12-tier ultimates disappeared, reappearing at the riverbanks of the Time River, watching the surging river intently and gravely. That hand. It's the Galaxy Master. The Galaxy Master is merely a life from within the river. How could it possibly have the strength to drag us, the 12-tier beings, down? The 12-tier ultimates were in disbelief. The space of the Time River was where the essence of life was fundamentally reflected. To drag a 12-tier life form here? How strong must one's life essence be? How could it not be possible? Don't forget the scene just now when the Galaxy Master was suppressing Tianyu Chen. The Yu clan ultimate spoke up. As these words were spoken, many 12-tier ultimates immediately came to a realization. Indeed, the scene where an 11-tier dominates a 12-tier had already occurred. A life from within the Time River dragging a life from the riverbank was also not utterly impossible. Tianyu Chen, this time, you are going to suffer a major setback. The prison tribe ultimate murmured. At this moment, every single 12-tier ultimate had appeared on the banks of the Time River. Yet, not one 12-tier ultimate was willing to step forward, to enter the Time River to rescue Tianyu Chen. Even the other ultimates of the Tianyu clan just stood by the shore quietly, without any intention to rescue? To rescue? How to rescue? 12-tier life forms naturally repel the Time River. A 12-tier life form daring to enter the Time River would first have to face the price of significant erosion of their life essence. Whoosh! Just as many 12-tier ultimates were staring at the Time River, the previously calm river surface suddenly began to ripple. The ripples continued to grow, becoming more and more intense, eventually forming waves, as if there were 2 prehistoric behemoths entangled beneath the water. SAR the Novel Fire, net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Get lost! Inside the Time River, Tianyu Chen, feeling his life essence weakening continuously, became frightened and angry, and struggled to fight back. Lin Yuan, however, was nonchalant. He could feel the Time River's influence and suppression on Tianyu Chen. At the moment, he only needed to keep this 12-tier life form at bay. If it exceeded a certain time limit, the other party would face the risk of their life essence regressing. Ah! Tianyu Chen's eyes were bloodshot, and his 24 pairs of wings flapped behind him. Without a sound, 2 pairs of wings began to collapse. Boom! The strength of Tianyu Chen surged tremendously. With a single motion, he repelled Lin Yuan and then directly burst out of the Time River, fleeing towards the shore in panic. He's out! Tianyu Chen has come out! Many 12-tier beings on the shore sighed with relief upon seeing this. They also noticed Tianyu Chen's weakened breath and the fact that his 24 pairs of wings had become 22. But all that mattered was that he escaped the Time River. Let's go! The other ancestors of the Tianyu clan quickly caught Tianyu Chen and then disappeared in a flash, returning to the territory of the Tianyu clan. What a pity! Below the Time River, Lin Yuan watched Tian Yuchen escape, feeling a slight regret. In the main universe, even if Lin Yuan were to deploy his true form and activate those supreme path-splitting realm weapons, he would have absolutely no chance of slaying an ultimate being of the 12th rank. Even if the Taiji primordial spirit brandished a 12th rank weapon and slashed out hundreds of thousands of times, it would probably only cause some minor injuries to Tian Yuchen. And over time, other alert 12th rank ultimates would intervene to stop him. But inside the Time River? There, Tian Yuchen might truly face the possibility of falling. Yet there remained a significant gap between the life force essence of Lin Yuan and Tian Yuchen, even if the latter was using 90% of his attention to resist the erosion from the entire Time River. Once Tian Yuchen started fighting desperately, Lin Yuan couldn't even manage to hold him back. Although he hadn't managed to fully retain Tian Yuchen, he had still achieved what Lin Yuan had anticipated. Because the injuries sustained by Tian Yuchen were almost indescribable in terms of their difficulty to heal. Not to mention the erosion of his life force essence during his fall into the Time River, but solely the act of shattering his 2 pairs of wings in his final effort to break free from the Time River. That move likely cost Tian Yuchen an irreversible price. The power core of the Tianyu clan lies in their wings at their back, and this is true even for 12th rank beings. Though shattering one's wings can temporarily bring about a drastic increase in strength, it inevitably leads to an almost permanent decline and weakening in power afterward. As a 12th rank life form, Tian Yuchen might be confident in restoring his shattered wings, but it could take billions upon billions of years. And before then, he would probably not even dare to show his face. The once 22-winged ultimate being of the Tianyu clan, their strength might now be estimated to rank at the very bottom among 12th rank beings. These 12th ranks haven't left? Hiding beneath the river water, Lin Yuan saw that the many 12th rank ultimates were still watching the waters of the Time River intently. However, Lin Yuan clearly noticed that the positions where these 12th rank ultimates now stood were a considerable distance from the Time River compared to before. Before today, these 12th rank ultimates stood on the riverbank, looking down upon the Time River, as if they were looking up at the big fish occasionally leaping out of the water. But now, it no longer counted as the riverbank. Are they all guarding against me? Lin Yuan sighed, without feeling surprised. The main reason he was able to drag Tian Yuchen into the Time River was the element of surprise. Tian Yuchen had never anticipated such a drag from beneath the Time River, which resulted in his current predicament. But such a tactic could at most be used only once. Now that these 12th rank ultimates were on guard, constantly vigilant of Lin Yuan below the Time River, it was no longer possible to replicate the feat. Firstly, the distance was too far. Lin Yuan would probably have to expose half of his body to reach the 12th rank ultimate standing there now. Secondly, with these guarded 12th rank ultimates ready to react at a moment's notice and considering the gap in the life force essence, it would be very difficult for Lin Yuan to drag them down again. However, such means are no longer needed. Lin Yuan shook his head slightly. If he successfully reached the ultimate level as planned, he would soon stand beside those 12th rank ultimates on the riverbank, without the need to hide beneath the water and launch surprise attacks. On the banks of the Time River, the 12th rank ultimate stood a good distance away from the water. The injury sustained by Tian Yuchen will likely not be fully recovered by the end of this cosmic era. Yes, the erosion of the life force essence by the waters of the Time River is too severe for us 12th ranks to bear. The substantial losses of the Tianyu clan could affect their situation after the cosmic cataclysm. The many 12th rank ultimates conversed. For any 12th rank life form, the cosmic cataclysm is akin to passing through the gates of hell. Without reaching the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm, there's only a 50% or even smaller chance of survival. And with Tian Yuchen's current state, there's little hope of improving his strength before the cosmic cataclysm, let alone returning to the peak of his powers. Under such circumstances, the likelihood of Tian Yuchen enduring the cosmic cataclysm is estimated at just 20 to 30%, or perhaps even lower. The stronger the being in the path-splitting realm, the higher the probability of enduring the cosmic cataclysm, with those at the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm expected to safely navigate through it. Why then, do current 12th rank ultimates refrain from engaging in mortal combat with each other? One reason is that it's very difficult to truly determine a victor among ultimates. Mortal combat lacks meaning. And what if a victor is decided? Killing 1,000 enemies at the cost of 800 of one's own means that by inflicting a severe injury on the enemy, with everyone being of the 12th rank and fighting back desperately, one would inevitably sustain injuries as well. This could impact one's condition and fighting ability when facing the cosmic cataclysm in the future. Failure to navigate through the cosmic cataclysm means complete death and ruin for any 12th rank ultimate, with no possibility of avoiding that fate. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 961. How Mighty is the Divine Power? Please subscribe. The 9 supreme beings of human civilization also appeared on the banks of the River of Time. Unlike the other 12th layer ultimates, their solemn gazes shifted back to the now calm surface of the river. Most of the attention of these 9 supreme beings was focused on the other 12th layer ultimates. Only after witnessing one by one the 12th layer ultimates gradually disappear did the 9 supreme beings sigh in relief for no apparent reason. Xianxia, what do we do now? Should we still demand an explanation from the Jianghu clan, prison tribe, insect race, and the others? The ancient power supreme being asked in a low voice. This was also the purpose of their hurried arrival. How could they not seek an explanation when so many 12th layer ultimates bullied the weaker Galaxy Master, striking against him? Seek an explanation? Xianxia Supreme couldn't help but glance at the ancient power supreme being. If things had developed as they had anticipated, with a split presence of the Galaxy Master falling, they would certainly demand an explanation to make those other race 12th layer pay dearly. But reality was not as such. Xianxia Supreme even felt some sympathy for Jianghu Chen, the progenitor of the Jianghu clan, who had suffered such grave injuries that his chances of surviving the impending universal cataclysm were very slim. To demand an explanation at this time, Xianxia Supreme worried that it might provoke the Jianghu clan and lead to a full-scale war between the pinnacle tribes. Forget it, Xianxia Supreme said, shaking his head. Certainly, it was the other race 12th layer who started the trouble, but with Jianghu Chen's fate, Xianxia Supreme felt that it was punishment enough. After today, the Jianghu clan will have essentially lost a 12th layer ultimate, as Jianghu Chen will disappear from the public eye for a prolonged period, inevitably causing the mighty tribe's influence to contract. The territory that becomes available will likely be uncontested by any other race against human civilization. After today, the Jianghu clan will have essentially lost a 12th layer ultimate, as Jianghu Chen will disappear from the public eye for a prolonged period, inevitably causing the mighty tribe's influence to contract. The territory that becomes available will likely be uncontested by any other race against human civilization. The Galaxy Master. Before long, the topic among the 9 supreme beings of human civilization returned to Lin Yuan. In his confrontation with over 10 12th layer ultimates, Lin Yuan displayed a level of strength that utterly shattered the perceptions of the 9 human phenomena. They thought they understood Lin Yuan quite well, much better than those other race 12th layer did. Because the 9 supreme beings had witnessed the numerous rule models encompassed within the martial Tao 11th layer, they were aware of Lin Yuan's comprehension of rules, which placed him above all 9 of them. Whereas those other race 12th layer were only aware of the existence of rule models, having never actually seen them, and could only speculate about the Galaxy Master being the founder of martial Tao based on such rules comprehension. Even Xianxia Supreme, including others, never imagined that Lin Yuan's strength would be so formidable. Comprehension of rules is one thing, but the makeup of strength does not rely solely on that comprehension. What good is it for a commoner to realize the space-time rule? With a weak fundamental strength, they can scarcely threaten high-order evolvers. And this is only a split presence of the Galaxy Master, if it were his true origin source. The Void God Ultimate being exclaimed in disbelief, as Jianghu Chen's severe injury was largely a result of the River of Time. However, in the main universe, using only his 2 primordial spirits, Lin Yuan managed to overpower Jianghu Chen, which was telling. If the primordial spirits were so powerful, confronting the true body would probably be like facing a formidable enemy for Jianghu Chen. It's fortunate that the Galaxy Master is from our human civilization. The Feather Butterfly Supreme being muttered to himself. The other supreme beings heard this and deeply agreed. If some other race had produced a monstrously strong being like the Galaxy Master, the 9 human phenomena would live in constant distress. Now, it is the 12th layer beings of other races who are plagued by unease because of the Galaxy Master's existence. The Prison Tribe. Ultimate Lord Fan was extremely astonished. He saw everything in the battle between Jianghu Chen and the Galaxy Master, from the universe to the space of the River of Time. How is the Galaxy Master so strong? Asked Lord Fan in disbelief. CTH Nafire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. While Jianghu Chen's severe wounds were sourced from the River of Time, had it not been for the Galaxy Master dragging him down, the outcome would not be the same. And is it easy to forcibly drag a 12th layer ultimate into the river of time?
If I was the one who intervened at that time. Lord Fan's heart shuddered.
Having used the secret technique 9-day worship, his origin source was already weakened. Had he not cautiously excused himself due to his injuries, temporarily withdrawing from the operation to kill the Galaxy Master, perhaps Tianyu Chen managed to break free from the constraints of the River of Time because he was at the peak of his strength. But Lord Fan, his origin source weakened, and having been dragged into the River of Time, even if he eventually escaped, the injuries suffered would likely exceed those of Tianyu Chen, with a minuscule chance of surviving the great universal collapse.
Now we're in trouble.
Lord Fan's thoughts spread quickly, soon considering the wider and far-reaching implications. If the Galaxy Master, not yet a 12th layer, already possessed such power, what about after he enters the 12th layer? Would the universe not then revere human civilization above all, forcing these apex tribe powers to hide within their bastions, not daring to venture out?
They're seeking me out?
Lord Fan's expression shifted slightly as he received messages from other 12th layer ultimates. The content was roughly to discuss how to deal with the Galaxy Master. To be precise, how to deal with the Galaxy Master upon his advancement to the 12th layer. Currently, the Galaxy Master, with his abnormal strength, was comparable to a 12th layer ultimate. The method that severely injured Tianyu Chen relied on the River of Time, and with precautions, it could not be replicated on other 12th layer ultimates. But what about the future? What when the Galaxy Master ascends to the 12th layer? Everyone is a Tier 12 ultimate being, fully aware of the sheer magnitude of transformation one undergoes from the 11th to the 12th tier. By then, the power of the Galaxy Master will undoubtedly skyrocket by a great margin. The territories of the Robber Clan. A land of mystery and the unknowable. Scenes keep rewinding in front of the ultimate being of the Robber Clan outside the wooden hut, repeatedly flashing the battle between the Galaxy Master and Tianyu Chen. Freak, it's too freakish.
The ultimate being of the Robber Clan outside the hut murmurs to himself, finding the Galaxy Master's power far exceeding his expectation, almost beyond any reason. Merely 1,000 years old and to possess such strength. Could the Galaxy Master be the reincarnation of some unparalleled great saint?
A voice from inside the hut carries over, likewise filled with shock and disbelief. The origins of the Robber Clan are significant. They hide within the universe to pass through one cosmic era after another. In the Chaos Void, even the Chaos continents created by the Chaos Venerables have their days of decline, yet the Robber Clan seems almost eternally existent within the universe. Indeed, the universe will step towards destruction, but it will not be utterly annihilated. After a great calamity, it will be reborn and initiate the next cosmic era. Though as mighty as the Chaos Great Saints, who can induce a universe to collapse ahead of its time, entering a great destruction, they cannot prevent the universe's rebirth. To completely erase a universe, even beings close to perfect time beings can't achieve it, for it requires contending with the fundamental Tao of the Chaos Void. And the Robber Clan, capable of entering the next cosmic era, is despised by the will of the universe. Inside the universe they almost have no natural predators, yet the consciousness of the universe has only instinct and will not actively combat the Robber Clan. A reincarnated unparalleled great saint? The ultimate being of the Robber Clan outside the hut falls into deep thought. At the level of a Chaos Great Saint, if just a trace of the true spirit is undestroyed, one can undergo reincarnation. After reincarnation, a Chaos Great Saint will shed all. Even their memories will be subject to erosion. But once a certain realm is reached, or a certain precondition is met, partial memories can resurrect, subsequently rising swiftly. But Chaos Great Saints capable of reincarnation are too few. With their might, who could force them into reincarnation? And reincarnation is not without risk. If memories fail to revive on the first reincarnation, the likelihood of regaining them in subsequent ones becomes increasingly slim. With enough reincarnations, the possibility of revival will be gone. And this is no different from complete annihilation. The ultimate being of the Robber Clan outside the wooden hut, though feeling the likelihood of facing a reincarnated Chaos Great Saint is exceedingly low, can only explain the current performance of the Galaxy Master as possibly a reincarnated Chaos Great Saint. Perhaps so. The ultimate being of the Robber Clan outside the hut muses for a moment and nods in agreement. The battle in front of the space-time black hole, where Tier 12 ultimate beings personally took action against the Galaxy Master, ended fruitlessly, and the ancestral founder of the Tianyu clan, Tianyu Chen, was overpowered by the Galaxy Master and dragged into the River of Time, sustaining heavy injuries. The news spreads among the 10,000 races of the cosmic starry sky like a hurricane. The Galaxy Master beat up the ancestor of the Jianghu clan? An 11th tier beating a 12th tier? I don't believe it, I can't believe it. The powerhouses among the starry sky races find it unbelievable. Indeed, the Tier 11 powerhouses did feel the fluctuations of a Tier 12 clash, but it never occurred to them that one of them was the Galaxy Master. However, as the rumor continues to spread, none of the Tier 12 ultimate beings have denied it. Especially the ancestors of the Jianghu clan, who have not shown the slightest reaction. The powerhouses of the 10,000 races of the cosmic starry sky finally realized that the matter might be true. The Galaxy Master beating up the ancestor of the Jianghu clan is essentially using the ancestor as a stepping stone. If there had been even a slight untruth, it certainly would have been refuted by the ancestors of the Jianghu clan, and the other Tier 12 ultimate beings would not have let such false rumors circulate. The territories of human civilization. As many evolvers and high-ranking citizens were debating the relationship between the Galaxy Master and the founder of Martial Tao, they received this news. The Galaxy Master overpowering a Tier 12 ultimate being? The Chikuan Star Lord of the Red Kuan lineage, who was instructing a few disciple Peak Masters, blinked, slightly unable to make sense of the matter. He knew every word in the message, but somehow when combined together, it seemed so alien. Overpowering a Tier 12 ultimate being? His junior disciple? The Galaxy Master I once sparred with can now beat up a Tier 12? Wanyang Holy Sun, upon hearing the news from the Wanyang Star Lord, felt an immense shock, even though he had long stopped viewing the Galaxy Master as a rival. As the news spread across human civilization, countless evolvers boiled over with excitement, for this was even more shocking than a skirmish between Tier 12s. With an 11th tier overpowering a 12th tier, it was like an ant shaking a mighty tree. Galaxy Master. How majestic is he? His majesty is unparalleled. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 962 Everything is ready. Please subscribe. Ancient Ming Chaos Continent, one of the 9 major cities, Mingchuan City. Lin Yuan sits cross-legged in a guest house room, which is more aptly described as a world in its own right, vast and endless. The guest house in the ancient Ming Chaos Continent signifies safety and non-disturbance. Therefore, the rent is very high. Lin Yuan paid a price of 10 Chaos Stones to obtain a 10-year residence right for this room. 10 years is extraordinarily brief compared to the Chaos Void. Many ancient level 12 beings could nap far longer than 10 years. But considering the time flow rate of the Chaos Void in the universe, 10 years in the Chaos Void equals 3,000 years in the universe. If the leasing period expires smoothly, Lin Yuan estimates Hell have reached level 12 by then and will be able to continuously send avatars here. Whether it's to change guest houses or explore other areas. CTH Novelier. NET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. It's all up to Lin Yuan to choose. Chaos Void. Lin Yuan keenly senses the vast and profound rules of the Tao functioning in the Chaos Void. Compared to the rules within the universe, the rules of the Tao in the Chaos Void are even loftier. The main reason Lin Yuan let this incarnation settle in the ancient Ming Chaos Continent is to fully understand the operations of the rules of the Tao in the Chaos Void. How marvelous! Lin Yuan can't help but immerse himself in it. Even though it's just an avatar, as long as it contains the mind and will of Lin Yuan, it possesses the against heaven's understanding. Lights of insight rapidly collide in his mind as he perceives continuously. Your understanding is against heaven. Feeling the vast rules, your own rule comprehension increases. Lin Yuan's vision elevates continually, faintly reaching another plane where a mighty river flows. Is this the time river of the Chaos Void? Lin Yuan instantly realizes. There is a time river in the universe, which is the destination for all beings below level 12. Naturally, there is also a time river in the Chaos Void. Although there are many level 12 beings in the Chaos Void, there are even more beings below level 12. It's spectacular. Lin Yuan can't help but feel emotional. The time river in the Chaos Void is vastly more immense compared to the one in the universe. If the time river of the Chaos Void is seen as the main river, then the time rivers of various universes are like tributaries branching from it. The whole time river of the Chaos Void resembles the veins of a green leaf. The main river flows grandly, equivalent to the main veins of the leaf, while countless tiny tributaries that branch off are flowing through different universes. Space-time. Lin Yuan observes the main vein of the Time River continuously. Even a simple wave here contains the essence stamps of countless level 11 beings.
I wonder what it would be like if I were in the main vein of the Time River. Lin Yuan lets his thoughts wander. With his current essence of life, the tributaries of the Time River can barely contain him anymore.
Only by curling up as much as possible can he stay hidden above the Time River. But the main vein of the Time River? It is the source of time in the entire chaos void, easily accommodating the spectacle beings vastly beyond level 11 perfection. The chaos void is vast and boundless, and although there still exist no level 11 beings who have deduced the chaos rules, the limit of level 11 here far exceeds that within the universe. The direct disciple of Chaos Venerable? The direct descendants of the Chaos Great Saint?
And those spectacle beings nurtured directly by the chaos void, whose levels of life are on par with the universe.
Too many legends and inconceivables exist within the chaos void. In the center of the ancient Ming continent, a sharp black mountain started to tremble lightly. This black mountain is actually the horn of a chaos dragon beast, whose combat power is nearly comparable to the chaos realm. It had once submitted to ancient Ming Venerable in its early years, and its true body resides in deep slumber within the depths of the chaos continent.
What's going on?
Why do I vaguely sense a crisis? The chaos dragon beast opens its azure eyes, showing a hint of confusion. As a being directly nurtured by the chaos void, the chaos dragon beast could be considered partly a spectacle being, with a trace of time blood flowing in it. All level 12 beings, whether in the path-splitting realm, the dominant realm, or the chaos realm, aspire to transform into perfect time beings as their ultimate goal. Of course, perfect time beings are too unreachable. For those top peak perfect chaos great saints, the first transformation needed is into time beings, that is, stepping into level 13. Level 13 time beings, although they cannot control the past, present, and future or easily comprehend and jump out of many timelines like perfect time beings can, they still possess some attributes of perfect time beings, being able to use themselves as anchor points to observe the future. The future is uncertain, with countless timelines, and level 13 time beings have the capability to observe certain timelines in advance, seeing many futures related to themselves. The Chaos Dragon Beast is only nearly on par with the Chaos Realm in terms of combat power, while its actual realm remains the peak of the dominant realm. However, the trace of time blood within it grants it a prescient ability. This prescient ability is far from observing timelines related to itself like level 13 time beings can. It can merely sense crises, but as for what kind of crisis, when it will occur, and where it comes from, it cannot know. Even so, this ability is extraordinarily monstrous. It has helped ancient Ming Venerable avoid many troubles.
No good. I must quickly inform ancient Ming.
The Chaos Dragon Beast pondered for a moment. Its body immediately began to shrink, transforming into a size of 10 meters. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 963. Everything is ready. Please subscribe. Understood. Then, with a whoosh, it headed deeper into the chaos continent. The deepest part of the earth. A tall and robust figure sat there, surrounded and interwoven with chaos chi. With each breath, a large amount of chaos chi was inhaled and exhaled, and although this figure was only about 20 meters tall, it seemed to contain a universe within. Ancient Ming, the Chaos Dragon Beast arrived and kept calling out at this moment. After a while, the robust figure, Ancient Ming Venerable, opened his eyes, looking puzzled at his companion. Although it was commonly believed that the Chaos Dragon Beast was subservient to Ancient Ming Venerable, they were actually equals in status, not a master-servant relationship. I sense a crisis, a severe crisis. The Chaos Dragon Beast immediately expressed the crisis it had foreseen. Crisis! Ancient Ming Venerable was slightly startled in his heart. Normally, the crises sensed by the Chaos Dragon Beast would happen within 100,000 years. But in these 100,000 years, he had no plans to leave the Chaos Continent, nor did he intend to let the Chaos Dragon Beast leave. This means, both of them would stay on the Chaos Continent for 100,000 years, and still encounter a crisis under such circumstances? The Chaos Continent was opened up by Ancient Ming Venerable, serving as his personal domain and refuge. Given his strong abilities combined with a Chaos Dragon Beast nearly at the level of Chaos Realm, meeting a crisis here seemed improbable. Still facing a crisis? Ancient Ming Venerable's thoughts were rapidly spinning.
He trusted his companion greatly, not believing there to be any issue with a foreseeing ability. In the vast chaos void, the crises that could threaten a chaos venerable were not many, let alone for one hid in their own refuge. Don't rush this matter. We still have some buffer time. Ancient Ming Venerable fell into contemplation. The crises foreseen by the Chaos Dragon Beast mostly happened within a time frame of 10 to 100,000 years. As for within 10,000 years? 1,000, 100, or 10 years? Very rarely. If the crisis were to come this swiftly, there would be no point in preparing. What level of crisis? Ancient Ming Venerable asked again. This question was crucial. If it were a matter of life and death, he would not hesitate to flee with all his belongings. What about the Chaos Continent? And the many powerful beings on the Chaos Continent? When it comes to his own life, Ancient Ming Venerable could not care that much anymore. It's not a matter of life and death, but I feel I might at least be severely injured. The Chaos Dragon Beast hesitated for a while, then said softly. Not a matter of life and death. Ancient Ming Venerable steadied his spirit. As long as it was not about life and death, it was manageable. Unless absolutely necessary, he was reluctant to abandon everything and flee. He had put a lot of effort into this Chaos Continent, and the vast number of lives in the surrounding Chaos Void used this place as a hub for trade and transactions, generating immense profits daily, which made Ancient Ming Venerable somewhat reluctant to give up. I will contact my friends right now, to see if anything significant is happening in this region of the Chaos Void. Ancient Ming Venerable immediately started contacting his friends. Those who could be friends with Ancient Ming Venerable were all at the level of Chaos Venerables, extremely sensitive to intelligence and information. Moreover, the emergence of a crisis usually doesn't come out of nowhere. It often shows some signs. As long as they had enough information, they could fully deduce the source of the crisis and how exactly to face it. Virtual world. Lin Yuan's figure appeared. Xiao Yuan. His parents had been waiting for a long time, and his sister Lin Yi also sat obediently, standing up instantly upon seeing Lin Yuan. Is that news true? Mother Lu Qiong asked in a low voice. The matter of the Galaxy Master overpowering the ancestor of the Tianyu clan had already spread wildly within the realms of human civilization. Initially, Lu Qiong and Lin Shouqing thought it was a rumor. Their son was indeed excellent, but overpowering the ancestor of the Tianyu clan, an existence comparable to the strongest beings? Xianxia the Nefire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. It is undoubtedly a fantastical tale. But the news spreads more and more truly, and the virtual world network has not debunked this matter. Furthermore, with Lin Yi obtaining much more precise information from the Xia family, Lin Shouqing and his wife Lu Qiong realized that perhaps these messages might be true. Brother, did you overpower the progenitor of the Tianyu clan? Lin Yi couldn't help but blurt out beside him. Because of this matter, the current head of the Xia family stepped down, and now her husband is shockingly the new head of the Xia family. It's not exactly overpowering. Lin Yuan shook his head. If we set aside the factor of the River of Time, in reality, Lin Yuan couldn't really do anything to the progenitor of the Tianyu clan. Even with all his trump cards out, using divine abilities world, tear the sky, and other methods, it only caused the progenitor of the Tianyu clan some headaches. Beneath the disparity in understanding the spatio-temporal fusion rule, the opponent couldn't possibly pinpoint Lin Yuan's position. He could only passively take hits. In Lin Yuan's view, so-called overpowering should mean completely overwhelming, where even without depending on insights of the spatio-temporal fusion rule, one could still dominate the fight against the progenitor of the Tianyu clan. That is real overpowering. Not quite overpowering. Lin Yi's eyelids twitched. So, it was an actual fight against a supreme being like the Tianyu clan? Under the profound starry sky, dozens of majestic figures converged here. If a century ago, the ambushing of the Galaxy Master involved only one entity of the peak races participating at the 12th layer. Now, in the cosmic starry skies, aside from 9 supremes of human civilization, most of the 12th layer's ultimate beings were present here. A century ago, in the eyes of many ultimate 12th layer beings, the Galaxy Master was simply a troublesome youngster. But now, he had become an existence equal to them, and unlike other 12th layers, the Galaxy Master still had great potential to rise. He just needs to hit the ultimate, and he could once again achieve a significant metamorphosis and power increase. What do we do now? How do we contain the Galaxy Master? An ultimate of the 12th layer spoke, They currently had no intention of eradicating the Galaxy Master because they couldn't. Myriad Transformation has already gone to contact those two ultimates of the robber clan. If we can convince them, we might still have a chance to contend with the Galaxy Master. The ultimate from the prison tribe slowly said. The two ultimates of the robber clan, both at the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm, if they were willing to confront human civilization, to deal with the Galaxy Master, perhaps things wouldn't be as bad as imagined. Even if the Galaxy Master obtained the pinnacle strength of the path-splitting realm shortly after entering the 12th layer, facing the two pinnacle authorities of the path-splitting realm from the robber clan, even if these two couldn't normally take action, they would at least be cautious. Together with their dozens of 12th layer ultimates, theoretically, human civilization would still have enemies in the future, unable to dominate alone. Of course. No matter what, human civilization becoming the strongest power in the universe, surpassing the ancient Universe Clan and Robber Clan, was already inevitable. The peak races that could once fight against human civilization could only continue to resist by banding together. Right, there are also the ultimates of the Robber Clan. The many 12th layer ultimates present were slightly startled. As one of the 12 peak powers of the universe, the Robber Clan would likely not allow human civilization to expand freely, or would also affect the Robber Clan's own development. Although previously, the ultimates of the Robber Clan actively withdrew from ambushing the Galaxy Master, in the eyes of many 12th layer ultimates, it was probably because the Robber Clan disdained to deal with a mere 11th layer entity. But now the situation is different. If the Robber Clan does nothing now, in the future they will also be oppressed by human civilization. To a certain extent, currently, the Jianghu clan, insect race, Robber Clan, and other peak races are all standing on the same front, jointly resisting the subsequent expansion of human civilization. In the waiting period of many 12th layer ultimates, the figure of the Myriad Transformation Queen solidified, clearly having hurried back from the Robber Clan. Myriad, how is it? What did those two ultimates of the Robber Clan say? Good, if there are any conditions, just bring it up directly, we will try to satisfy them as much as possible. The 12th layer ultimates immediately asked. Myriad, how did the talks go? The ultimate of the prison tribe also inquired. The Myriad Transformation Queen looked at the expectant gazes of the many 12th layer ultimates, and momentarily fell into silence. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 964 Tearing Apart the Universe. Please subscribe. Myriad Transformation, the Robber Clan didn't agree? The heart of the ultimate being from the prison tribe clutched with apprehension. If things had gone smoothly, and the two ultimates from the Robber Clan had agreed to confront the Galaxy Master, the Myriad Transformation Queen wouldn't be looking like this. Exactly. They flat out rejected me, she said. The Myriad Transformation Queen was somewhat powerless, as she had been hustled out before she could even speak by the two ultimates of the Robber Clan. The two ultimates from the Robber Clan didn't even give her a chance to speak, obviously not considering opposing the Galaxy Master from the start. How is that possible? The ultimate being from the prison tribe found it inconceivable. Logically, only with a balance among the great powers can the Robber Clan live most comfortably. If these peak tribal powers were to fall, wouldn't the Robber Clan be next? Don't the Robber Clan understand such basic teeth-chattering logic? I'm not sure either, said the Myriad Transformation Queen as she shook her head. She truly couldn't understand. If the Robber Clan had intended to leverage the situation to make demands, they would at least have given her a chance to speak. But that did not happen. Neither the Myriad Transformation Queen nor the ultimates of the Robber Clan, nor the other second-layer ultimates, were aware that the Robber Clan had already shown goodwill to the Galaxy Master ahead of time. The Robber Clan not only did not participate in the plot against the Galaxy Master, but they had also preemptively informed the Galaxy Master of their plans. In this case, should the Galaxy Master ascend to the second layer, the Robber Clan was less likely to suffer. Most critically, the two ultimates of the Robber Clan had speculated that the Galaxy Master might be the reincarnation of a certain unparalleled great saint. So how could they dare to join other peak tribal powers in opposing the Galaxy Master? That was the unparalleled great saint, an invincible being who roamed across the chaos void. After a long while, one of the second-layer ultimates spoke up. So what do we do now? As soon as this was said, the many second-layer ultimates around looked at each other in dismay. What to do? What could they do? If the two ultimates from the Robber Clan in the path-splitting realm indeed do not wish to intervene,
Then their side would completely lose the biggest foundation to contend with the Galaxy Master. As for starting a full-scale war against human civilization? Indeed, that's a way, but the practical implementation is far too difficult. The initiation of the war would consume a lot of time, particularly a total war. The major peak tribal powers might need hundreds or thousands of years to prepare. By the time so long has passed, the Galaxy Master would likely have already made the ultimate assault, rendering it meaningless. And several dozen supreme beings making a move to strike at the human civilization's territory is also not very realistic. The 9 supreme beings of human civilization do not even need to fight head-on. They can simply hide within their clan suppression weapons. Moreover, the second-layer ultimates also do not wish to do so, for if they really pushed the human civilization's 9 supreme beings into a corner, what if they fought back desperately at the cost of their lives? Could their side come out unharmed? The only use of doing this would be to disrupt the Galaxy Master's attempt at the ultimate ascension, but how much could they actually disrupt? Actually, there is another way. One of the ultimates from the Jianghu clan spoke up at this moment. Upon hearing this, the surrounding second-layer ultimate spirits were lifted, and they all turned their gaze towards him. The Galaxy Master is indeed very strong, but no matter how strong, there is still a chance of failing when making the ultimate assault, the ultimate from the Jianghu clan slowly said. We only need to wait for the Galaxy Master to fail the ultimate ascension. As long as the Galaxy Master failed the ultimate ascension and completely perished, the universe's 12 peak powers would return to balance. Wait for the Galaxy Master to fail the ultimate ascension? The myriad transformation queen fell into silence again. Isn't this leaving everything to the hands of an obscure fate? After a long time, the myriad transformation queen spoke. But what if the Galaxy Master successfully ascends to the second layer? Successfully steps into the second layer? The Jianghu clan ultimate shook his head. Then I really have no other options. Although the way spoken by this ultimate from the Jianghu clan isn't truly a way. In a certain sense, it is also the only hope for all the second layer ultimates. When making the ultimate assault, one must face backlash and suppression, not only from the long river of time but from the entire universe as well. No matter how strong your life essence is, there is always a possibility of complete annihilation. And this is the only method for the current Galaxy Master to be completely annihilated. In the Shenhuang secret realm, Lin Yuan is sitting cross-legged. At this moment, all aspects of him have reached the pinnacle perfection. He could attempt the ultimate ascension immediately. The Myriad Realms Gate. Lin Yuan's mind sank into his sea of consciousness, gazing at the majestic and towering Myriad Realms Gate. At the moment, the first original world's coordinates faintly emerged, surrounded by an endless boundless world no less vast than the chaos void, the aura of vast land flowing through it. Once I ascend to the second layer, and everything settles down, I'll carry out the 12th traversal, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Why wait until everything was stable to perform the next traversal? The flow of time in the original world is the same as in the chaos void. A year there is about 300 years in the universe. If Lin Yuan stayed in that original world for a few years, hundreds of thousands of years would have passed in the main universe. Hence, Lin Yuan must ensure there are no hidden dangers on his side before undertaking the 12th traversal. Otherwise, what if something happened in the universe midway through the traversal? Wouldn't the traversal have to be abandoned? In the previous 11 traversals, the flow of time in the universe was slower than in those traversal worlds. Even if Lin Yuan stayed longer in the traversal worlds, not much time would have gone by in the universe. I feel that after stepping into the second layer, some kind of transformation will occur to the Myriad Realms Gate? Lin Yuan felt somewhat expectant. His understanding of space-time had reached the 7th realm, hence discovering the coordinates of 33 original worlds deep within the Myriad Realms Gate. And once his life level completely steps into the second layer, many more secrets of the Myriad Realms Gate will likely be unveiled before him. After all, even though a life at the second layer level still cannot handle the Myriad Realms Gate's main body, it should be able to receive a lot of information and even abilities concerning the Myriad Realms Gate. Let's begin the ascension now. Lin Yuan gathered his thoughts and immediately began to contact the 9 supreme beings of human civilization. For any life form, the ultimate ascension is crucial. It's best not to be disturbed by anything. Virtual world. Lin Yuan met with the 9 ultimate beings of human civilization. Galaxy Master Yu. The Shenyuan Supreme looked at Lin Yuan, faintly guessing something in his mind. Since the battle between the Galaxy Master and the ancestor of the Jianghu clan, none of the 9 ultimate beings have disturbed him. They wanted to give Lin Yuan more time to adjust his condition. Now Lin Yuan was actively contacting them. I plan to make a breakthrough to the ultimate level. Lin Yuan nodded, having comprehended the seventh realm of space-time and nurture the chaos rule, among other achievements. Lin Yuan believed he had done everything to perfection, making a breakthrough to the ultimate level. All 9 ultimate beings simultaneously looked at Lin Yuan. Even though they had anticipated this possibility, they couldn't help feeling anxious. It was even more nerve-wracking than when they themselves had attempted the ultimate breakthrough.
The 9 ultimate beings were very clear about the impact it would have on human civilization if Lin Yuan stepped into the 12th layer. At the very least, it would lead human civilization to become the strongest force in the universe, with the other 11 peak tribes having to unite to barely withstand it.
If he were stronger, it would mean dominating the entire universe, with no one to contest his authority.
This was much more significant than the birth of one more ultimate being or even 5 or 10 ultimate beings in human civilization.
Even if human civilization gained 10 more ultimate beings or 20, at most they could force the few peak tribe forces to unite. But Lin Yuan becoming a being of the 12th layer? That would mean the peak of the path-splitting realm, indisputably the strongest combat force within the universe. The robber clan, having only 2 abnormal supremes at the peak of the path-splitting realm who couldn't fully exert their strength, could occupy the richest territories with the smallest population. Human civilization gaining 1 more supreme force in the peak of the path-splitting realm? The 9 ultimate beings were somewhat unable to imagine it. Galaxy Master, why not wait a bit longer? It's still far from the great doom of the universe. There's no rush, the Shen Yuan Supreme suggested after some thought. He was genuinely worried about Lin Yuan failing the ultimate breakthrough. Life that fails the ultimate breakthrough cannot be resurrected by the 12th layer. Actually, the Shen Yuan Supreme faintly realized that even if Lin Yuan didn't fail, as long as he perished, those of the 12th layer, couldn't resurrect him.
To resurrect past lives that have died by reversing the 12th layer flow essentially means using one's own vast life essence to fish for the life imprint deep within the river of time.
But Lin Yuan? The Shen Yuan Supreme had personally witnessed him dragging down the ancestor of the Jianghu clan with just one hand within the river of time.
If Lin Yuan were to perish, the ultimate beings of the 12th layer would simply not be able to fish up Lin Yuan's life imprint, even if it was within the river of time.
There's no need to wait. Lin Yuan shook his head. His condition was at its peak now, and it would be the same even after 1,000 or 10,000 years.
Without stepping into the 12th layer, even if Lin Yuan went through the 12th transit, he would still have to attempt the 12th layer breakthrough in that source world.
Instead of that, it would be better to attempt the breakthrough in the main universe. Sir the novel IR. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. No problem. The Shen Yuan Supreme nodded. The 9 of us will definitely protect you with all our strength. The Shen Yuan Supreme solemnly said. Thank you. Lin Yuan said. Within human civilization territory, Lin Yuan's figure appeared. The next moment, the presence of the 9 ultimate beings faintly emerged around him. Before starting the ultimate breakthrough, Lin Yuan would definitely inform the ultimate beings of his breakthrough location. Let's begin. Lin Yuan merged into the depths of the spatial layers and sat down cross-legged. First, let's use the heart of space-time. With a thought from Lin Yuan, the heart of space-time obtained from the demon Jade Space appeared before him. The heart of space-time, a treasure prepared by the Moyu Tower Master for the direct disciple, was meant to aid in the breakthrough to the 12th layer. Although Lin Yuan believed that he had reached the ultimate foundation and that his breakthrough to the ultimate level was almost a sure success, he did not mind having an extra layer of security. Lin Yuan swallowed the heart of space-time and immediately felt his heartbeat change, seemingly fusing completely with the surrounding space-time. At this moment, Lin Yuan was space-time, and space-time was Lin Yuan. So that's how it is. Lin Yuan nodded slightly.
He now roughly understood how the heart of space-time improved the probability of a 12th layer breakthrough.
One aspect was extending his own time spent atop the river of time.
The other was merging with space-time, thus reducing the backlash pressure from the river of time and even the universe.
His thoughts moving, Lin Yuan closed his eyes. Then, Lin Yuan released the suppression of his life essence's transition. The 9 ultimate beings of human civilization slightly changed their expressions. They faintly felt the universe's void changing, as if reverting to its origin, as if returning to the beginning. Whoosh! The next moment, the cosmic void within the visual range of the 9 ultimate beings was directly torn apart. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 965 Inner Universe. Please subscribe. The cosmic void is ripping apart on a large scale, unveiling scenes after scenes of the chaos void. Under the watchful eyes of the 9 strongest beings of human civilization, in just a brief moment, a fissure spanning tens of thousands of light years was torn open. And this was only the beginning. With each passing moment, this fissure crazily expanded. 10,000 light years. 50,000 light years. 100,000 light years. 200,000 light years. Vast and overwhelming pressure poured into the universe, carrying the aura of the chaos void origin. Galaxy Master. Even though the 9 strongest beings of human civilization had anticipated it, they thought the Galaxy Master's surge to the ultimate power would certainly not be insignificant. After all, the last time Lin Yuan attempted to ascend to level 11, the fissure he created connecting to the chaos void spanned hundreds of light years, no less significant than a normal level 11 perfect surge to the ultimate. But the moment he began his ascension attempt, the cosmic fissure surpassed 200,000 light years and continued to expand at an alarming rate, leaving the 9 strongest beings unable to calm their thoughts. Sar the Nell Fire. NT website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. After a full breath of time had passed, the wild expansion of the cosmic fissure gradually halted, finally stabilizing around 1 million light years. 1 million light years? The Xianyuan Supreme took a deep breath. When they attempted their ascensions, the cosmic fissures they tore open were only hundreds of light years wide, but the Galaxy Masters reached 1 million light years. 100 light years and 1 million light years. On the surface, they seem only 10,000 times apart. But in reality, the imminent influx of the chaos void origin will result in a difference of millions to tens of millions of times due to the 10,000-fold gap in the cosmic fissures. This is terrifying. The Void God Ultimate Being couldn't believe it. How much chaos void origin could pour through a 1 million light-year fissure? Such an immense influx of chaos void origin could burst the inner cosmos of a newly advanced level 12. What kind of profound foundation is required to rip open such an enormous cosmic fissure? The ancient power supreme being muttered to himself that when surging to the ultimate power, the cosmic fissure is completely dependent on one's own capability. Until now, the strongest beings of human civilization never had an intuitive understanding of Lin Yuan's profound foundation. They only knew that Lin Yuan was incredibly strong, with a life essence unbelievably powerful, able to drag another level 12 through the river of time. But profound foundation? Profound foundation is related to the essence of life, yet it is not entirely the same. And now, the 1 million light-years cosmic fissure highlighted that the Galaxy Master's profound foundation had reached an unprecedented level. Not even the combined might of all level 11 perfect beings who have ever attempted the ascension since the universe's inception could match a 10,000th of the Galaxy Masters. Actually, the Galaxy Master surging to the ultimate power doesn't require our protection at all, the Feather Butterfly Supreme Being said, as the cosmic fissure was instantly torn open, with the overwhelming pressure of the Chaos Void protecting the Galaxy Master. With the current pressure of the Chaos Void surrounding the Galaxy Master, isn't it impossible for the ultimate beings of the path-splitting realm at level 12 to get close? As for those 2 ultimate beings of the path-splitting realm at their peak from the Robber Clan? Originally they were already despised by the cosmic will, and if they dare to approach at this time, they would likely face the crushing suppression of the universe's full force. The other 8 strongest beings nodded. The Feather Butterfly Supreme Being was not wrong. Not to mention those alien level 12 beings who cannot get close, even they could not approach themselves. Advancing further means facing the suppression of the chaos void origin. The cosmic fissure torn open by the Galaxy Master surging to the ultimate power connects to the primordial lands of the chaos void. The primordial lands of the chaos void, the core of the chaos void itself, are sheltered by the will of the chaos void. Even opening up a slight gap is unapproachable by any but the being making the ascension attempt, let alone daring to approach it. The ultimate beings of the pinnacle races of various powers are also paying close attention to this scene of the Galaxy Master surge to the ultimate power. A 1 million light-years cosmic fissure? No wonder the Galaxy Master could suppress Tianyu Chen. I've never even heard of such a terrifying profound foundation. The ultimate voice from the Star Alliance was somber. These level 12 ultimates were originally worried if the Galaxy Master might be secretly surging to the ultimate power. But now it seems there's no need for such concerns. The commotion of the Galaxy Master's surge to ultimate power is too great. Not just they, but even those level 11 and level 10 powerhouses can sense it. I've never heard of it either. I've once received some messages from outside the universe, which also never recorded such a monstrous being. Many surrounding level 12 ultimates found it incomprehensible. However, with the prior scene of Lin Yuan suppressing Tianyu Chen, everyone's level of acceptance increased greatly. Though they did not understand, they quickly accepted it. With such a strong foundation, will the Galaxy Master really fail to surge to the ultimate? One of the level 12 ultimates expressed his doubt. Facing the Galaxy Master now, all they could do was wait for his attempt to surge to the ultimate power to fail. Only in this way could they resolve the Galaxy Master without effort, returning the situation amongst the universe's pinnacle races to a balance. But upon seeing the cosmic fissure the Galaxy Master opened at the start of his surge to the ultimate, some level 12s began to feel puzzled. Will such a powerful being really die from trying to surge to the ultimate power? Or, to say, will the backlash from the river of time in the universe really be capable of thwarting the Galaxy Master during his surge to the ultimate power? Now we have no other choice. We can only hope for the Galaxy Master's failure. The ultimate being of the prison tribe shook his head, mentioning that even before the Galaxy Master attempted to surge to the ultimate, they were already incapable of dealing with him. Let alone now that the Galaxy Master is trying to surge to ultimate power, protected by the Chaos Void origin. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 966 Inner Universe. Please subscribe. Underscore 2 The metamorphosis of life is beneficial for the Chaos Void, which is why the origin source descends upon it. However, for the universe, stepping out of the river of spacetime permanently seizes part of the universe's resources, thus causing backlash originating from the universe and the river of spacetime. What's happening? Why do I feel such a heaviness in my heart? Yes, it's like a great disaster is impending. Has something changed? In the cosmic starry skies, the vast majority of beings are unaware of Lin Yuan's ultimate ascension fluctuations, but the million-light-year rift torn open within the universe and the massive pressure of the Chaos Void origin still affect the inhabitants of the universe. At this moment, every life form feels an immense pressure as if the heavens and earth are about to collapse. A few mighty beings of the 10th and 11th layers, extremely sensitive to space, faintly realize someone is attempting the ultimate ascension, and such an impact could only be by the unprecedented Galaxy Master. Is the Galaxy Master attempting the ultimate ascension? Attempting the ultimate ascension? Could it be that even the Galaxy Master needs to attempt it? I wonder if the Galaxy Master will be able to smoothly step into the 12th layer. Even before attempting the ultimate ascension, the Galaxy Master has already surpassed those of the 12th layer. What will happen once the ascension succeeds? That many mighty beings of the 10th and 11th layers have their scalps tingling, yet most of them still look forward with anticipation, and these beings are primarily from various powerful and ordinary clans. Even without the Galaxy Master, they would have to submit to the powerful peak clans and fight fiercely for them. With the Galaxy Master becoming the ultimate, human civilization would become unprecedentedly strong, and at most they would submit to human civilization. It might even be better, as with the guidance of human civilization, they may not need to fight against those peak clans. Robber Clan Territory. A mysterious and unknowable place. In front of an unremarkable wooden house, the ultimate Robber Clan member sits, gazing distantly at the scene of the Galaxy Major attempting the ultimate ascension. As expected of the reincarnation of a great saint from another era, merely attempting the 12th layer causes such a great commotion. The ultimate Robber Clan member outside the wooden house reflects. After the reincarnation of a great saint, memories are generally shrouded, and typically, most memories will recover after attempting the ultimate ascension. A great saint who recovers most of his memories will return to his peak form at the fastest speed. The reincarnation of a great saint. In the countless universes of the Chaos Void, the chances of encountering a reincarnation of a great saint are extremely slim, yet we came across one? The ultimate Robber Clan member inside the wooden house also feels this is unbelievable. Ha 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 ha, lucky that my Robber Clan did not oppose the Galaxy Master, else once this great saint recovers his strength, even if we hide within the universe, it won't be easy for us. The size of the universe itself equals a normal Chaos Realm being, and a great saint? Even if he cannot completely destroy a universe, he can easily cause universes to repeatedly reboot. With too many reboots, even hiding Robber Clan members can't withstand it, let alone between the great destruction and rebirth of the universe.
If a great saint is willing to pay the price, he could influence what's inside the universe. In the deep layers of cosmic spacetime, the Xianxia secret realm, a six-armed figure also notices the changes in the universe. Has the master begun attempting the ultimate ascension? As the spirit of the Xianxia secret realm, the six-armed figure can observe many external information through the realm itself. Discerning the seventh realm of spacetime, nurturing the chaos rule. The master's foundation should be more than just this. The six-armed figure looks distantly at the million-light-year cosmic rift, quietly thinking. Whether it's the seventh realm of spacetime or the chaos rule, it's merely a perception, an enhancement of one's own foundation. Even combined, it's impossible to tear open a million-light-year cosmic rift. Your Majesty, have you reincarnated? The six-armed figure murmurs to itself. His Majesty Xianxia, as a chaos great saint and of those a legendary great saint, has the opportunity of reincarnation. Normally, beings of the chaos realm have the ability to reincarnate. However, normally in the chaos realm, there are no memories retained prior to reaching the 12th layer after reincarnation. Through reincarnation, cleansing all physical, bloodline, divine skills, and talent traits, in addition to having no memories. Reaching the 12th layer again is highly unlikely, akin to a fool's dream. Thus the end of a normal chaos realm reincarnation is essentially no different from death. However, chaos great saints and legendary great saints can retain a small portion of fragmented memories after reincarnating. A small fraction of fragmented memories from a chaos great saint or even a legendary great saint is incredibly precious. It significantly increases the likelihood of returning to the 12th layer. Underneath the million-light-year cosmic rift, Lin Yuan sits cross-legged, looking up. A million light years. Lin Yuan is shocked internally. The extent of this rift almost approaches the peak of the path-splitting realm's internal universe. Here it comes. Before Lin Yuan could contemplate further, the terrifying chaos void origin, flowing through a million-light-year cosmic fissure, poured in mightily. I absorb, I absorb, I absorb. Lin Yuan allowed the universe inside his body to devour the chaos void origin as much as possible. His physical body and soul did the same, and so did both of his primordial spirits. The chaos void origin is the purest energy of the chaos void, far surpassing the chaos stones, and offers countless benefits to any life form. Whoosh whoosh. Accompanied by a frenzied devouring of the chaos void origin, the universe inside Lin Yuan's body began to expand wildly again. 20 light years. 50 light years. 100 light years. 1,000 light years. After more than 200 breaths, the universe inside Lin Yuan's body had already surged to 10,000 light years. 10,000 light years? Lin Yuan found it hard to believe. He had already reached the minimum threshold for an inner universe. Normally, advancing from the 11th to the 12th tier, if successful, would grow the inner universe to a range from tens of thousands to 100,000 light years within a short time. This duration would generally take a few thousand years. Newly advanced 12th tier beings fully stabilize their realm by completely absorbing the infused chaos void origin, reaching the highest tier. But now, Lin Yuan had reached it before even the chaos void origin infusion was finished? My inner world. No, it should now be referred to as an inner universe. Lin Yuan felt the vast breadth of the inner universe, thinking rapidly in his mind. The chaos void origin infusion continued to persist relentlessly. 250 breaths. 300 breaths. 330 breaths. Until the very last 333 breaths. The chaos void origin infusion abruptly stopped. At this moment, the universe within Lin Yuan's body had already exceeded 100,000 light years, reaching a circumference of 180,000 light years. Sir the novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. You must understand, at the 11th tier during the push to the 12th tier, the inner world would expand quickly, just managing to reach 10 light years after carrying all the chaos void origin. Then it would begin the ultimate leap. During this period, the inner world would rapidly absorb and devour the settled chaos void origin, swelling quickly until reaching 10,000 light years and transforming into an inner universe. In the end, it leveraged the power of the inner universe to completely succeed in the ultimate leap into the 12th tier. Simply put, when progressing from the 11th to the 12th tier, two actions are necessary. One is to withstand and counteract the backlash of the river of space-time and the universe. The other is to guide the transformation of the inner world into an inner universe. Failure to achieve either would lead to a failed ultimate progression. But now, Lin Yuan's inner world, reaching a circumference of 180,000 light-years, had already reached the scope of an inner universe. The threshold for an inner universe is 10,000 light-years. Lin Yuan has 180,000 light-years, far exceeding the scope of an inner universe. The rapid expansion of the inner world caused Lin Yuan to transform it into an inner universe even before making the ultimate leap. In other words, the two major difficulties of the ultimate challenge were virtually reduced to one for Lin Yuan. The size of the inner universe is still rapidly increasing. Lin Yuan gazed down at his inner universe nearing 200,000 light-years. After the end of the Chaos Void origin infusion, the expansion of the inner universe did not stop but accelerated even more, instantly exceeding 500,000 light-years. My current strength. Lin Yuan's heart stirred slightly. He was only halfway through the ultimate challenge and already felt his combat power reaching and even surpassing the peak of the path-splitting realm. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 967. Behind Lin Yuan, subscribe please. Lin Yuan's incarnation resides permanently on the Chaos continent of ancient Ming, where level 12 powerhouses are gathered, allowing for a precise classification of the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm. The internal world at the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm spans between 1,500,000 light-years to 2 million light-years. Although Lin Yuan's internal world currently spans only 500,000 light-years, his understanding of the rules exceeds many at the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm, particularly the Chaos Rule, which is highly coveted even by those at the peak of the Dominion realm. All things considered, Lin Yuan's current combat strength has slightly surpassed the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm. Next comes the ultimate leap. Lin Yuan's expression took on a slightly solemn tone. This ultimate challenge is divided into two stages. First is to endure the infusion of the Chaos Void origin, which is a blessing, a gift from the Chaos Void. Second is the ultimate leap itself, which requires facing the river of time and the backlash from the universe itself. This is the true test. Many who are at level 11 perfect greatly fear the ultimate challenge, especially the ultimate leap. The ultimate leap. Without hesitation, Lin Yuan had to make the ultimate leap within 10 breaths after the end of the Chaos Void origin infusion. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The next moment, Lin Yuan's presence suddenly vanished. This complete disappearance eradicated his existence from anywhere in this universe, even resulting in the disappearance of his causal connections. The Galaxy Master has started the ultimate leap. The moment Lin Yuan's presence completely disappeared, 9 of humanity's strongest immediately realized what was happening. Sir the Fire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The ultimate leap is to thrust one's whole being out of the river of time, seeking a fundamental transformation of life essence, and during this period, all existence and causality leap out with it. Lin Yuan, you must succeed. Xianxia, one of the supremes of humanity, silently hoped to himself. Having witnessed Lin Yuan's growth from 8th layer, he has grown quite fond of him. Regardless of the context and even setting aside the impact on human civilization, Xianxia truly hopes Lin Yuan's challenge will be successful. The Galaxy Master will definitely enter the level 12. Shen Yuan Supreme turned towards the other 8 Supremes and solemnly said, with the Galaxy Master's foundation, if he can't make it to level 12, I can't imagine who else could. How would we even make it? That's right. The Galaxy Master will definitely make it to level 12. One by one, the Supremes of human civilization nodded, all of them having immense confidence in Lin Yuan. My dear disciple. On Chikuan Main Star, Chikuan Starlord also sensed the temporal fluctuations and deduced that Lin Yuan was making the ultimate challenge. Nothing must go wrong. Chikuan Starlord was very anxious. Although he was only at the 9th layer, he understood that there's no guarantee of success in making the ultimate challenge. Even the most powerful at level 11 could fail. Chikuan Starlord highly valued his disciple Lin Yuan. Compared to Xianxia, Chikuan Starlord has been watching him grow step by step since his 5th layer. Although it hasn't been long since he took Lin Yuan under his wing, Chikuan Starlord treats Lin Yuan no different from his own family. In human civilization, a disciple is like family, and so is a teacher, often even closer than family ties. Galaxy Master, you absolutely cannot succeed in the ultimate challenge. What would we do if you do? Many top-tier beings harbored mixed feelings,
but they all shared one common thought.
That is to decidedly not wish for the Galaxy Master to successfully make the ultimate leap. Galaxy Master, you must die, perishing under the backlash of the River of Time.
Tianyu Chen's gaze was dark. He had been trapped in the River of Time for a long while because of Lin Yuan and had subsequently shattered 2 pairs of wings, which significantly reduced the hope of surviving the universal cataclysm. At this moment, he most hoped for Lin Yuan to fail in his ultimate challenge. Because if Lin Yuan successfully entered level 12, then Tianyu Chen would never have a chance to seek revenge. How to seek revenge? He couldn't deal with Galaxy Master at level 12, let alone if he was beyond level 12. At that time, if he doesn't avoid the Galaxy Master, he might become the first level 12 Supreme to perish in this universe. Amid the haze, Lin Yuan looked around.
Is this above the River of Time?
Lin Yuan observed his surroundings. Below was a majestic long river with towering figures standing along the shores.
Is that me?
Lin Yuan looked down from where he was. Right below in the River of Time, a colossal entity was coiled below. It was his own reflection in the River of Time. During the ultimate leap, his core life essence imprint, along with his mental will, leap out of the River of Time facing its backlash and that of the universe. Those at level 12 can't detect me. Lin Yuan thought to himself. Although he was above the River of Time, he was in another dimension entirely. This also explains why level 11 beings cannot be stopped during the ultimate leap. The backlash is coming. Lin Yuan mentally prepared, and a surge of backlash swarmed towards him instantly. This backlash originated from the River of Time, not limited to this tributary, but an endless onslaught bearing down on Lin Yuan. Lin Yuan was surprised. Not because he couldn't resist the backlash, but because the backlash was too weak. It didn't just fail to affect Lin Yuan, it couldn't even cause a slight disturbance. The backlash from the River of Time was vast, like a river racing to the sea, and Lin Yuan was like an immovable divine rock. No matter how the backlash surged, Lin Yuan remained undisturbed. Indeed, my foundation is millions of times stronger than those at level 11 perfect. Even if they have a chance of successfully making the ultimate leap, if this backlash affects me, how could those at level 11 perfect possibly succeed? They would be crushed immediately. Lin Yuan thought to himself. The direct backlash from the River of Time and the universe, Lin Yuan could easily resist. But beside the direct backlash of the ultimate leap, there's also indirect backlash, similar to the heart demon tribulation from level 7 to 8. The requirement for level 11 perfect to challenge the ultimate is a mental will index reaching 10 million points. The reason for this requirement is that only with a mental will index exceeding 10 million points could one potentially survive the ultimate leap's heart demon tribulation. Rustling, an indistinct power descended, originating from the main channel of the distant River of Time, the one that runs through the chaos void. Where is this? Lin Yuan only felt an unprecedented chill descending. At his level, he theoretically should not feel temperature, yet at this moment he was immensely shaken, his entire skeleton trembling. Is this the demon heart world of the ultimate leap? Lin Yuan looked around, only to see a world of icy skies and snowy grounds wherever he turned. No rules, I can't even sense the chaos rule, and all my innate divine abilities are gone? Lin Yuan thought to himself in silence. If it weren't for his still existing memories, he would even feel like he was just an ordinary person, as if everything he experienced in the main universe was but a dream. Just need to endure. Enduring is enough. Lin Yuan had collected a lot of intelligence about the ultimate leap and knew how to get through the demon heart world. That is to endure through it. As for how long? There was no clear statement. The time in the demon heart world does not coincide with the outside world. Perhaps 100 or 1,000 cosmic eras pass in the demon heart world while only a moment goes by in the outside world. Keep walking in this direction. Lin Yuan randomly chose a direction and began walking. In the demon heart world, he was like a mortal, devoid of any divine powers. It's unknown how much time passed. A faint voice, transcending time and space, reached Lin Yuan's ears. Martial ancestor. Martial ancestor? Martial ancestor. Martial ancestor. Yes, I am the martial ancestor, the ancestor of martial arts. Lin Yuan stopped in his tracks, listening intently. These voices must be from the beings who have evolved through the path of martial Tao. So this is the meaning behind spreading the path of martial Tao evolution. Lin Yuan looked thoughtful. using all martial Tao cultivators as anchors to prevent oneself from getting lost and falling. The greater the number of martial Tao cultivators, the heavier the anchor, and the more one can maintain their self. Keep going. Lin Yuan did not know for how long he had been walking, but he knew he must continue until the demon heart world collapses. Soon, Lin Yuan crossed the icy snow world and came to a boundless barren plain. Lin Yuan kept walking continuously, without any stops. The greatest danger in the demon heart world of the ultimate leap is getting lost and falling, as one needs to spend a vast amount of time here without any power or divine abilities. It's easy for a life at the 11th level to doubt itself and thus stop moving. And once stopped, it means the ultimate leap has failed. Icy snow, barren plains, volcanoes. Let any other worlds come quickly. Lin Yuan always had the calls of countless martial Tao cultivators echoing in his ears, combined with 40 million points of spiritual will, preventing any tendencies to fall or get lost. In the demon heart world, Lin Yuan faced numerous trials calmly, without stirring any ripples. How long have I been in this demon heart world? Surely it has been far more than one cosmic era? Lin Yuan's thoughts moved very slowly. In here he was a mortal, and his thought processes were as such, unable to determine the speed of time flow. Time passed. 10 cosmic eras? 100 cosmic eras? 1,000 cosmic eras? Lin Yuan did not know how long it had been until he came to a scorching desert again. He could no longer remember how many deserts he had passed through, as all deserts looked the same, with endless sandstorm skies. Lin Yuan's expression shifted as he saw a light gate at the end of the desert. Is that the end? The end of the demon heart world. Lin Yuan was very certain in his heart and strode toward the light gate. Flying sand tried to stop Lin Yuan, but it was of no use. Until Lin Yuan came within 10 meters of the light gate. Standing here, he could faintly feel the fluctuations of rules. It's over. Lin Yuan felt an unprecedented calmness in his soul. He slightly tilted his head, looking back. The desert full of flying sand seemed to ripple like water, and a river surged. A time river from the distant past to the future appeared. And at this moment, behind Lin Yuan, from afar to near, figures appeared. There was a young Buddhist child, cloth shoes and monk's robes, both in and out of the world. There was a young heavenly master in Taoist robes, descending from Dragon Tiger Mountain, scouring demons. There was an emperor cooking rivers and refining mountains, his heavenly might magnificent. There was a demon lord radiating Yang spirit and wandering Yin spirit, re-entering the 5 domains. There was a skinny man hidden in the clouds, observing the central plains. There was a towering demonic tree that touched the sky. There was a martial ancestor ascending to heaven. There was someone entering the sea of light, stars falling like rain onto the mortal world. There were figures meditating in the void, their thoughts omnipresent. There was a grand man wandering through countless worlds, where the rules of the great Tao all stemmed from chaos. Figures, from far and near, quietly stood behind Lin Yuan. So this is the 12th level? Lin Yuan's face broke into a smile as he turned and stepped boldly into the light gate. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 968. The light boat has crossed 10,000 mountains. Please subscribe. Cosmic Starry Skies. Lin Yuan's soul will returns. Sarch * the novel. F. Iyer. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Soon after, a transformative upheaval occurs within him. In the ultimate leap, Lin Yuan escapes from the demon heart world. It seemed as though eons had passed in the cosmic era, yet in the outside world, only a dozen breaths of time had gone by. In those dozen breaths, Lin Yuan's flesh, soul, and even the inner cosmos multiplied drastically in strength. My flesh body! Lin Yuan looks at his own hands. At this moment, every drop of his blood is filled with boundless power. With the sheer strength of his flesh body alone, without relying on any other rules or techniques, he could suppress normal beings of the path-splitting realm with his physical might. Even among the 9 supreme beings of human civilization, the ancient power supreme being, who specialized in the power of the flesh body, surely does not surpass Lin Yuan in this aspect. This is not to say that the pathway of the ancient power supreme being is inadequate, but Lin Yuan's foundation is too profound. Enduring an immense amount of chaos void origin, even if only 1/10 was absorbed by the flesh, the enhancement received far exceeds the total benefits of a normal being ascending from level 11 perfect to level 12.
Moreover, apart from the chaos void origin, the benefits from the mysterious gourd, the Xianhuang physique, the demonic jade immortal body, and other aspects, have brought his flesh body to an inconceivable state.
The Xianhuang physique. With the life essence completing its transformation and leap, successfully stepping into level 12, the Xianhuang physique, cultivated by Lin Yuan, also naturally reached the level 12 tier. Breathe. Inhale. Simply by functioning for a short period, Lin Yuan's flesh body strength increased significantly, but soon stopped proceeding. There's no helping it. The Xianhuang physique is too terrifying in its devouring of resources. Forget about reaching level 12 perfect. Even attaining the path-splitting realm perfect within the cosmos seemed hopeless for Lin Yuan. However, the resources for cultivating the Xianhuang physique could be obtained from ancient Ming's Chaos Continent. Lin Yuan contemplates to himself. The cosmic rules restrict any being of level 12 from leaving the cosmos. The only possibility is to condense a trivial avatar. However, cosmic rules don't limit resources from outside the cosmos from entering it. Lin Yuan could absolutely acquire numerous resources from ancient Ming's Chaos Continent and then send them back for the true self's cultivation. As for the means to acquire numerous resources, the simplest way would be to sell the Chaos Realm secret treasure left by the peak path-splitting realm being, Song Wei Yang. A Chaos Realm secret treasure, even if Lin Yuan has stepped into level 12, would be inoperative in the short term. Rather than letting it collect dust, it would be better to convert it into strength swiftly. With the value of a Chaos Realm secret treasure, it would more than suffice for Lin Yuan to cultivate his Xianhuang physique to the perfection of the path-splitting realm. Soul strength has also reached the peak of the path-splitting realm. Lin Yuan nods slightly, as the soul derives from the will of the flesh and the mind. After the ultimate leap, stepping into level 12, the soul naturally achieves an upgrade. My mental willpower has reached at least 60 million points. Lin Yuan exhales lightly.
The enhancement of mental willpower is far more difficult than that of the flesh body and soul, especially after reaching the 20 million points index of mental willpower.
On the 11th traversing, Lin Yuan, in the core of the immortal realm's origin, observed and comprehended the essence of rules for hundreds of years, barely reaching a 40 million points index of mental willpower. An index of 40 million points of mental willpower is already at the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm. Even many at the peak of the path-splitting realm do not possess such formidable mental willpower. And 60 million points of mental willpower index? That's probably the strength of mental willpower at the peak Dao realm. The surge from 40 million to 60 million points of mental willpower index far exceeds the normal ascent from level 11 perfect to level 12. The demon heart world I experienced, its source of power comes from the main artery of the river of time. It is formed according to my own foundation. Lin Yuan thinks to himself. In that demon heart world, Lin Yuan does not know how many cosmic eras he lived through, thousands, tens of thousands. A normal being at level 11 perfect couldn't possibly endure such hellish difficulty. The only explanation is that the difficulty of the demon heart world Lin Yuan faced was intensified. Of course, an intensified demon heart world, once navigated through, comes with tremendous benefits, and the 60 million points of mental willpower are proof of that. No wonder it is said that when attempting to reach level 12, even with substantial depth, there is no certainty of success. Other aspects are negotiable, but the demon heart world varies for every being at level 11. The stronger the foundation, the more challenging the demon heart world. Lin Yuan muses to himself. Before experiencing the demon heart world, the so-called backlash of the river of time, the so-called cosmic backlash, were like a gentle breeze to Lin Yuan, hardly influencing him at all. Only when the demon heart world arrived did Lin Yuan feel the difficulty. In that world filled with countless tribulations, Lin Yuan, aside from his memories, was no different from an ordinary person, and even as eons passed, hundreds or thousands of cosmic eras later, even his memory began to blur. Were it not for the unprecedented spread of the martial Tao pathway, which served as an anchor for Lin Yuan to lock onto himself, navigating through the demon heart world would not have been so effortless for him. Inner Cosmic Universe. Lin Yuan's consciousness descends into his inner cosmic universe. At this moment, his inner universe has reached a diameter of 2,200,000 light-years. Before the ultimate leap, Lin Yuan's inner cosmos had only expanded to a 50,000 light-year span. From 50,000 to 2,200,000 light-years, it appears to have increased merely by 4 to 5 times, but the actual volume difference is tens to hundreds of times greater. After the ultimate leap, as the inner cosmic universe continues to expand, the ultimate limit size of my inner cosmos should be around 8 million light-years in diameter. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 969 The light boat has crossed thousands of mountains. Please subscribe. Under 2 Lin Yuan thought to himself. Normally, a second-layer path-splitting realm powerhouse would have an internal universe ultimately ranging between tens of thousands to 100,000 light-years, but Lin Yuan could reach a span of 80 million light-years. The internal universe of a Dao realm, it's not much different. Lin Yuan was in high spirits. An internal universe spanning 80 million light-years was considered vast and boundless even among those in the Dao realm. And within this universe, it is estimated that even if you combine all the ultimate internal universes of the second layer, they wouldn't fill 1/10,000th of Lin Yuan's internal universe. With my current realm, relying on the comprehension of many rules, I've just entered the path-splitting realm and have already reached the peak of the path-splitting realm. Lin Yuan scrutinized himself. Of course, this is about the realm. As for battle strength, whether it's physical body and soul, or the internal world, or the comprehension of rules, Lin Yuan far surpasses the normal path-splitting realm. Even if his life level has not reached the Dao realm, Lin Yuan's actual combat power is not weaker than any Dao realm. Peaking the path-splitting realm while comparable to the Dao realm is exceedingly rare in the vast chaos void. This is usually exclusive to the descendants of great saints or those wondrous beings with a thin lineage of time. Moreover, Lin Yuan has just entered the path-splitting realm. The next few hundred to thousand years will be a period of rapid strength advancement, so much so that rivaling the peak of the Dao realm is conceivable. My combat power has been suppressed. Lin Yuan's gaze turned toward the cosmic starry skies. At this moment, his combat power, comparable to the Dao realm, is subtly suppressed by this universe, only allowing him to exert the peak level of the path-splitting realm. Lin Yuan was not surprised by this. The multitude of information recorded in the profound Xianxia lineage foresaw such circumstances. The chaos void breeds countless universes, which in turn nurture countless lives, with the ultimate battle strength within these universes being the peak of the path-splitting realm. Why is the peak of the path-splitting realm the ultimate strength within a universe? It is indeed hard to step into the Dao realm during a cosmic era, but amidst countless universes and the passage of countless cosmic eras, wouldn't there be an anomaly? Even if normal beings cannot achieve this, what about those chaos great saints reincarnated? If they were to revive some of their memories, couldn't they step into the Dao realm within a single cosmic era? The fact remains that the universe itself suppresses everything that exceeds the peak of the path-splitting realm, which is the level of the Dao realm. This is a limitation of the larger environment, which even the reincarnated chaos great saints have to follow. If they want to exert the power of the Dao realm or even the chaos realm, the only way is to venture into the chaos void. Of course, this limitation can be broken, which is by possessing the combat power of a chaos great saint inside the universe. This kind of power can shatter everything within a universe, causing a universe to enter destruction prematurely, surpassing the pressure limits of the universe. But this is exceedingly difficult, even for those chaos great saints. To recover to the level of a great saint's combat power within a cosmic era is not an easy task. A chaos great saint's combat power is not only about comprehending the rules, but also about the support of a strong body and soul. SAR the Novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. To achieve this degree, one would need what can be called a vast amount of resources. Draining entire continents of chaos wouldn't suffice. Peak path-splitting realm combat power. That's enough. After pondering for a moment, Lin Yuan nodded slightly. With his talent and methods, even with only the peak of the path-splitting realm combat power, he could easily suppress all ultimate second-layer beings in this universe. If those ultimate second-layer beings dare to fight with Lin Yuan, the only outcome would be their complete demise. My gourd? Lin Yuan seemed to recall something, raised his right hand, and reached into the depths of space and time. When he retrieved it, a mysterious gourd the size of a palm appeared in Lin Yuan's hand. This mysterious gourd was a war trophy Lin Yuan obtained when entering the Milky Way star region. The effects were extremely heaven-defying, capable of breaking the limits of an internal world. Additionally, it has the effect of breaking the limit shackles on the physical body. Even to this day, Lin Yuan has yet to hear of such abilities. There are countless treasures and opportunities in the chaos void with similar effects. But they are all exceedingly rare, something that even the Chaos Venerables and Chaos Great Saints find hard to come by. But a mysterious gourd? The liquid inside seems to be inexhaustible. At least Lin Yuan has not found any signs of depletion so far. After Lin Yuan completely absorbed the 7 colored liquids inside the mysterious gourd, he discovered that the next step required his internal world to transform into an internal universe. That is to say, to enter the second layer. Before the assault on the ultimate, Lin Yuan was prepared for the worst.
That is, a failure that results in his complete demise, beyond even the rescue of the Myriad Realms Gate.
That's why he didn't carry the mysterious gourd on his person but left it in the depths of time and space.
With Lin Yuan's mastery over time and space, the ultimate second-layer beings within this universe cannot possibly find the location of the mysterious gourd. Thousands of years later, as long as Lin Yuan does not retrieve the gourd, the space-time constraints locking it will loosen, and the gourd will drift toward the central star field of human civilization carrying the information left by Lin Yuan. In Lin Yuan's plan, should he truly fall in death, the mysterious gourd left to human civilization would still be able to exert its value.
Now it seems everything is going smoothly.
Lin Yuan looked at the gourd in his hand, and as he touched it with his skin, the gourd seemed to sense something, and its originally gray-purple color began to fade away.
Is this transforming and nurturing?
Lin Yuan guessed in his mind and immediately put the mysterious gourd inside his inner cosmic body. Given the speed at which the gray-purple color was fading, this transformation and nurturing process would not end in a short time. Across all corners of the universe, the ultimate beings of the 12th layer were nervously watching Lin Yuan's attempt to reach the ultimate level. Whether Lin Yuan steps into the 12th layer or not is of significant consequence to the future situation of this universe, and no 12th layer powerhouses dare ignore it. Especially for the insect race, Tianyu clan, and other 12th layer ultimates, who have always been mortal enemies of human civilization, with an irreconcilable hatred between them. Once Lin Yuan truly enters the 12th layer, they and their respective clans would no doubt face difficult times ahead and might spend the long years to come hiding within their clan suppression weapons, barely clinging to survival.
Galaxy Master, you must fail. Yes, you must not step into the 12th layer. Each of the 12th layer ultimates were yearning in their hearts. The next moment, the aura of the Galaxy Master appeared again within the universe, and at the same time, the many 12th layer ultimates also felt the karma of the Galaxy Master. For a time, all the 12th layer ultimates fell silent. The reappearance of the aura and karma of the Galaxy Master implied that his attempt to reach the ultimate level was successful, and he smoothly stepped into the 12th layer. If the attempt had failed, his life essence and everything else would have disintegrated into nothingness, leaving no trace of aura or karma to re-emerge. 12th layer. The Galaxy Master has stepped into the 12th layer.
It's over. The Galaxy Master at 11th layer could already suppress those of the 12th layer, and now that he is in the 12th layer, his life essence has leapt forward, his inner world has expanded massively, and the power of the Galaxy Master will far surpass what it was before.
Who can contend with the Galaxy Master?
I must contact human civilization and seek peace with the Galaxy Master. The myriad 12th layer ultimates each had their own thoughts, but without a doubt, in the long years to come, until the great collapse of the universe, the future direction of this universe would depend on the Galaxy Master. Even the mighty 12th layer ultimates must look to the Galaxy Master for their next breath.
It's about time.
Lin Yuan, feeling a slight change in himself, stood up and stepped in a specific direction. The 9 supreme beings of human civilization had been safeguarding his path as he strove for the ultimate level. Now that he successfully stepped into the 12th layer, he naturally had to meet them first.
Amongst the starry skies,
the Shenyuan Supreme and the other 8 supreme beings of human civilization were also immersed in joy. They naturally felt the karma of the Galaxy Master's presence. Just as the Shenyuan Supreme and the other 8 supremes' expressions were filled with elation, a figure emerged not far away.
It was Lin Yuan, Galaxy Master.
Xianxia, the supreme being, looked toward Lin Yuan. At this moment, he could not feel any aura, as if there was simply no one before him, which showed how much Lin Yuan surpassed him in strength and realm.
Galaxy Master, have you stepped into the 12th layer?
Shenyuan Supreme also looked at Lin Yuan. Even though he was quite certain in his heart, he could not help but ask again. Lin Yuan's face remained calm as he smiled and said, "The light boat has crossed the heavy mountains. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible."
Chapter 970 Who is landing? Subscribe please. Excellent, excellent, excellent. With a splendid smile, the ancient power supreme being Xianxia was overjoyed. The reappearance of Lin Yuan before their eyes meant he had successfully ascended to the 12th layer. However, hearing Lin Yuan personally acknowledge this fact, Xianxia felt an unprecedented sense of satisfaction in his heart. After more than 1,000,000 years, has human civilization finally given birth to its 10th ultimate being? Wrong. Lin Yuan's existence cannot merely be described as that of an ultimate being. Respect, respect, whispered the void god ultimate being. Galaxy Master, you've only been an evolver for a mere 1,000 years and have already reached the final threshold. I wouldn't have dared to think this possible in the past. Putting aside Lin Yuan's combat prowess, just the speed with which he has entered the 12th layer is enough to set a precedent not found in countless cosmic eras. Not to mention, the evolutionary path Lin Yuan follows is one he carved out himself from nothing, which is countless times more difficult than the stable ultimate evolutionary routes that other 12th layer beings follow. Less than 1,000 years? When I was 1,000, I wasn't even at the 8th layer, sighed a human ultimate being. It sounded like self-mockery, but his expression was extraordinarily pleased. Because Lin Yuan is an evolver of their human civilization. Just luck, Lin Yuan modestly said. Strength is strength, what luck is there to talk about, said Shen Yuan Supreme, shaking his head. Indeed, Galaxy Master, you don't have to be modest. It's a fact that we are far inferior to you, the Void God Ultimate being nodded in agreement. Galaxy Master, there's something I'd like to ask of you, said the ancient power supreme being, unable to help himself as he looked at Lin Yuan. Please speak, Lin Yuan replied, his expression slightly solemn. Galaxy Master, you had the combat power of the 12th layer while you were at the 11th. Now that you have entered the 12th layer, what level has your combat power reached? The ancient power supreme being asked with a gleam of combativeness in his eyes. He himself had ascended to the ultimate layer through the path of strength, barely on par with Xianxia in terms of combat power, and was naturally curious about Lin Yuan's true strength at the moment. Exactly, what level of strength do you have now, Galaxy Master? The Void God Ultimate being also looked forward with anticipation. Neither the ancient power supreme being nor the Void God Ultimate being bore any ill will or dissatisfaction toward Lin Yuan. They were merely curious to know what level he had reached. In the history of the universe, there have been only a few dozen ultimate beings at the 12th layer, and most of them were incapable of besting one another. In this universe, it's roughly equivalent to the peak of the path-splitting realm, Lin Yuan said casually. The peak of the path-splitting realm, only hindered by the compression of the universe. In the chaos void, Lin Yuan could easily unleash the power of a sovereign realm. The peak of the path-splitting realm? Just entering the 12th layer and already at the peak of the path-splitting realm? The ancient power supreme being was extremely astonished. Like other ultimate beings of the 12th layer, the 9 human ultimate beings were certain that Lin Yuan would quickly reach the peak of the path-splitting realm after ascending to the 12th layer. But to reach the peak of the path-splitting realm upon entry? Isn't it said that the moment of entering the ultimate level of the 12th layer is the weakest? We could have a sparring match, Lin Yuan offered with a smile, not minding satisfying the curiosity of the human ultimate beings. All right. Then I'll go first, said the ancient power supreme being, invigorated, speaking directly. In the universe, only the 2 members of the robber clan had reached the peak of the path-splitting realm. However, those 2 faced many restrictions when taking action. If they did not make a move, they would not be pressured, but once they did, they would have to face the suppression of the cosmic consciousness. Hence they would go all out. An all-out peak path-splitting realm being. The ancient power supreme being wasn't foolish enough to provoke them willingly. But Lin Yuan, as a fellow human civilization ultimate being, the ancient power supreme being believed that Lin Yuan wouldn't go all out against him. You go first or shall I? Lin Yuan asked, nodding his head. You go ahead, the ancient power supreme being said earnestly. Facing a peak path-splitting realm being, one must primarily focus on defense. Only by doing so can one truly experience the power of the peak path-splitting realm. I'll just use the power of my body, said Lin Yuan, raising his right hand and casually pressing towards the ancient power supreme being. Boom, boom, boom. The terrifying physical strength began to affect the fabric of space-time. The ancient power supreme being, with a tingling scalp, resisted with all his might, trying to affect Lin Yuan's slowly descending right hand, but to no avail. Next, the ancient power supreme being attempted to escape but realized that space-time had already formed a cage. The sheer power of a tremendous physical body, with a simple dispersal of vital energy, was enough to warp space-time, creating a realm unique to Lin Yuan. Whoosh! As Lin Yuan's hand pressed down slowly, in the eyes of the ancient power supreme being, it was as if the universe itself was collapsing, his entire field of vision saturated with this one palm. Stop, 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 the ancient power supreme being immediately exclaimed. He still had many trump cards he hadn't used, but to call them forth would be beyond a mere spar, so the ancient power supreme being conceded directly. Galaxy Master, please stop, said the void god ultimate being, steadying his spirit rapidly. He had planned to step forward and exchange a few blows with the Galaxy Master after the ancient power supreme being had his spar. But now, it seemed there was no need for such self-humiliation. The peak of the path-splitting realm, is it so terrifying? With Lin Yuan retracting his hand, the ancient power supreme being couldn't help but marvel. Under that single palm, the ancient power supreme being felt that even if he used his most powerful trump card, he would still be injured, and that was merely Lin Yuan's casual press. The peak of the path-splitting realm. Shen Yuan Supreme looked deeply at Lin Yuan. The peak of the path-splitting realm wasn't supposed to be this frightening. What was truly terrifying was the Galaxy Master. Since the Galaxy Master has now successfully advanced to the 12th Order, we will take our leave first, the Shen Yuan Supreme declared.
They, the 9 of them, had originally planned to stay a bit longer since reaching the ultimate level of the 12th Order often marks the weakest moment. If other ultimate beings at the 12th Order took the opportunity to attack, it would be troublesome. That's why the protection of 9 supreme beings was needed to guard against such ultimate entities of the 12th Order. But now, after Lin Yuan struck with his palm just a moment earlier, the idea of protection immediately vanished from the minds of the Shen Yuan Supreme and other supreme beings. Protection? Who protects whom? Were they protecting the Galaxy Master? Or was the Galaxy Master protecting them? I will come to find you after some time, Lin Yuan nodded.
Having ascended to the 12th Order, he had many things to do. The Shen Yuan Supreme looked at Lin Yuan, as if recalling something, and then immediately said, Galaxy Master, having just ascended to the 12th Order, you must quickly make your way to converge with the Time River space. Upon a successful breakthrough to the ultimate level of Level 11 Perfect, life fundamentally transforms, breaking free from the suppression of the Time River, enabling direct entry into the space where the Time River is located. What follows for every new ultimate being at the 12th Order is the act of making landfall. Understood. Lin Yuan replied. Making landfall was also the very first thing he was going to do shortly. Although the influence of the Time River is minimal on newly ascended life forms of the 12th Order due to their recent transformation, the sooner the landing is made, the better. Swish, swish, swish. The Shen Yuan Supreme and the other 8 supreme beings left one after the other. Suddenly, only Lin Yuan was left standing alone under the starry sky.
Lin Yuan sensed many observations. Those were numerous ultimate beings of the 12th Order cautiously inspecting him. Robber clan.
Lin Yuan's gaze turned towards the territory of the robber clan. At this moment, with the leap in the level of his life, he could see much more. The myriad of information contained within the seemingly ordinary wooden house startled him. The origins of the robber clan are definitely not simple. Could this wooden house be a treasure of the Chaos Realm level? Lin Yuan speculated in his heart. Congratulations, Galaxy Master, for ascending to the 12th Order. At this moment, an ultimate being from the robber clan voiced transmission across more than half the cosmic era offering blessings. Congratulations, Galaxy Master, for ascending to the 12th Order. Another ultimate being from the robber clan's voice also came through. The tone of these two. Lin Yuan faintly perceived a trace of respect in the voices of these 2 ultimate beings from the robber clan. This was somewhat inconceivable, as the 2 ultimate beings of the robber clan were also at the peak of the path-splitting realm. Even if they were unable to take direct action, they shouldn't be overly fearful of Lin Yuan. Moreover, the wooden house of the Chaos Realm level? If the Galaxy Master has time, you are welcome to visit us.
We shall spare no detail in our explanations. An ultimate being of the robber clan standing outside the wooden house immediately said.
All right. Lin Yuan nodded. He was not worried about any traps. After ascending to the 12th Order, Lin Yuan had no adversaries in this universe, and even if he were to go to the territory of the robber clan, he would not visit in person. At most, he would send an avatar in his stead. It's time to land. With a thought, Lin Yuan entered the space of the Time River. On the banks of the Time River, versatile ultimate beings of the 12th Order stood firmly, all watching the happenings within the Time River. Now that the Galaxy Master had successfully ascended to the 12th Order, the next step would presumably be landing? The many ultimate beings of different races couldn't directly comprehend Lin Yuan's strength like the strongest protectors of human civilization could, so they could only judge based on the spectacle of Lin Yuan's landing. Within the Time River, any life manifests in its most fundamental form. Both under and above the Time River it is so. The higher the essence of life, the larger its form in the Time River. Is that? Suddenly, an ultimate being of the prison tribe watched, shocked, as it gazed at the central location of the Time River. There, a gigantic figure slowly began to straighten up. This giant was immensely vast and tall, with its legs still submerged in the Time River upon standing. The height of the river's water could only reach its thighs, and the width of its legs spanned the entire Time River. Boom, boom, boom. After this giant stood up, it lifted its right foot and walked towards the banks of the Time River. The giant was so vast in size that the ultimate beings on the bank only reached its knees. During the landing, the enormous size implies absolute massiveness. The entire bank of the Time River trembled faintly under the pressure of the giant's steps. The slight trembling, following the giant's every step, spread along the Time River towards a distant span. In a flash, the tremors of the Time River where the giant resided propagated to other tributaries of the Time River, which passed through other universes. The ultimate beings within each universe felt this vibration, and a thought emerged in their hearts in unison. Who is making landfall? Xianxia the Novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. You're tuning in to the Wisdom Diary YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.